Hey, yeah, hey, yo, hello! Welcome to the stream! I'm Yggdrasil Evergreen, welcome! You see anything new? Yeah. Look, oh, looks like mods are here. Yeah, got a new model, yeah! So, there's a slight explanation on why this happened. So yeah, so my old model was I was attacked by my arch nemesis. Did I get a haircut? I think so. Well, let me tell you this whole story, okay? So I got attacked by my arch nemesis. I haven't told you guys about my arch nemesis yet. His name is Teddy Texas, and he just like while I was prepping for the stream, he just like attacked me, and then like my old streaming robot got destroyed. Oh, hello, Doppel Dave. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm just telling the story of what happened when I was prepping for the stream, and so pretty much I was attacked by my arch nemesis, and I used the old cardboard cutout of myself before. Do I hear Breath of Fire 3? Yes, you do. You are indeed hearing Breath of Fire 3. I usually just put in Breath of Fire 3 music when I stream, or when I do drawing streams. It's pretty I like the relaxing themes of Breath of Fire 3. It's great. But yeah, so my arch nemesis comes by and just like attacks me out of nowhere, and pretty much my old model was destroyed, and I had to just and fortunately my Vtuber daddy, Dinat Dan on Twitter, they stopped by and they told me, they cheered me on, and oh shoot, they cheered me on, and then I used the power of friendship, and when I mean friendship, I channeled the power of all my subscribers. Not that one. I channeled the power of all my subscriber and YouTube followers, and thus this form was made. I have video footage of it, but a lot of it was damaged during the massively intense battle. So I have to like fix that up and repair it, and then like eventually, you guys get to see it. At any rate, yeah, I must say, pretty nice model. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I know, it works really well. Here, let me show you some of the things that I can do. Like, look, I can put on my goggles. I can wink. Look at this wink tech. Goggles, and then yeah, thumbs up. It's so nice. I'm so happy with how this looks. Like, oh, and then, yeah, it's super smooth. And then, like, look, my wings, and I found a really nifty trick with my wings. Let me just go to the settings. Positivity is the best feature. Yeah, it is. So let me show off some cool tech that I found. That it was kind of an unintended side effect, but it's cool nonetheless. Here, let me just go through some settings. I don't know if you can look at here, but I'm changing the color of my wings. Check that out. I can't wait till I find a cool like use of this. But yeah, I can totally just change the colors here. I don't think that was intended, but like it's a cool side effect nonetheless. Anyways, I'm gonna continue drawing. Oh shoot! No, don't paint the entire thing. So normally, I think you would use the lasso tool to kind of help draw this out. But I'm still not familiar, and every time I try to use the lasso fill, it doesn't turn out the way I want it. Let's see. Nope. That's gonna happen quite a lot. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's pretty awesome, yeah. So It was just something I just discovered actually earlier, like a little bit before the stream when I was testing out the background, like the background image on behind me. Not what you see on stream, but in Vtuber Studio. And my wings have a bit of transparency. And Artsoft, yeah, let's see. Oh, the wings change colors. Yes, the wings do change colors. Well, here's the thing. The wings are actually just transparent, but I'm changing the background color behind me. So it gives the illusion of the wings changing colors. But, you know, it's a really cool thing. See, art software scares me. It scares me too. This is coming from someone with who has mostly worked with traditional art. So I'm still actually getting used to doing digital art. This pen should be thicker. Let's see. This pen should be maybe 30, like that. Yeah. Okay. And then if I do G, no, not G, GG, and paint. So I'm just how I'm doing this is I'm just kind of I'm just gonna brush like circles in the layer like that, and then just fill that in like that. And if I just need to do little tiny things, I just fill in like that, like little edges here. But yeah, it's pretty much like my way of doing this. Once again, some of you art types are like cringing at any experts out there who are watching this and they're just seeing me like kind of fumble about. Well, I don't know what I'm doing actually, so that's my explanation. All right, and then let's do fill and fill. Cool. I'm going back to paint. So how's everyone's doing? I am doing great. Yeah, I have I'm actually preparing some smoked salmon right now. It's not actually smoking right now, but I'm just having it brined. So yeah, that's how I learn. Yep, that's exactly how I learn, just by fumbling about until I figure it out. And actually, like, just growing, like, doing art stuff, I was like, well, I'm like 100% self-taught, so like so like everything I've done has been like a combination of like reading books and other things. And I even like the thing that first taught me how to draw, and it was something that I got reminded of, was I actually got one of those how to draw manga books. Oh hey, Soul Wesson, nice to see you. Yeah, thanks for coming by. But yeah, so I actually learned how to draw by using those like those how to draw manga books, and I remember like and then like it's a whole meme about them because I think a lot of people who wanted to learn how to draw manga kind of like got those books, and I think the author really didn't know how to draw manga, but he kind of like wrote a book based off of his observations, you know? But hey, because of that book, I like learned how to draw. And so yeah, you start somewhere. You start somewhere, right? But yeah, thanks for everyone here. Thanks for coming by. This is my debut. Well, I want to say the debut. I don't know, I debuted a while ago. I debuted like a month ago, but this is my first live 2D. I'm still quite confused. I'm still kind of confused on that whole debut thing on Twitter with like the whole debut culture with VTubers. Like there are definitely people who actually stream, and when you look them up on Twitter, you're like, oh, they're still a pre-debut, but you actively stream, so it's a little confusing. Yeah, got to start small. Yeah, learning how to draw manga is more about learning how to draw in general. Yeah, so another thing too, like I ended up learning, and this is just like a me thing, but I ended up like being surrounded by in my high school days, I was surrounded by a lot of talented artists. So a lot of times, like I ended up I ended up comparing myself to them, and while you know, you shouldn't always compare yourself to like really great people, because a lot of people have like, you know, they work out hard too. Let's see, I think PNG's its debut announcement and with the full moving model is a debut, but I could be wrong. I think that's the case too, but you know, there are I think PNG models are just a great way to doing things too. Like I consider like going out with the PNG, just you're already a full-on VTuber. It's all like, you know, you got all the parts there. Oh shoot, where did you come from? There we go. Cool. Yeah, that's my take on that whole thing. And really, it's just like, I think the best part is just to like start streaming. You know, like, just start streaming. That's the part, because you can have a model, but if you don't stream, then like, what are you doing? Yeah, this is cool. It's kind of cool just seeing myself just like move back and forth like this. I'm getting distracted with this drawing. Let's see. I want a complementary color here. Maybe. I should probably, yeah, let's see. New layer. Let's see. Straps base color. Let's go with a yellow. Let's go with the yellow for the strap to see how that looks. Let's see how that looks. I think that looks good. Like blue and yellow are actually a complementary colors. I actually want to learn the basics of drawing. Yeah, and I was using a drawing course but got distracted. Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard. Like I think that happened again. That happens a lot with me. Where I just accidentally fill in the universe. But yeah, in terms of learning how to draw, like I think a good way to do it is just to start. Like I learned how to do like how to draw manga books, but a lot of times too, like I just like when I was a little kid, I just drew a lot of stick figures. Like I don't know if any of you like watched any of those Zhao Zhao stick figure fighting flash animations, but I watched them and that inspired me to make a bunch of like kung fu style like stick figure comics. And I mean that like taught me how to do like poses and stuff like that. Dating myself a bit there. Yeah, I watched lots of them, yeah. But yeah, I like yeah, those are so good, yeah! Like, it was so great, and like, I felt like it introduced people to Zawarudo. Yeah, yo-yo ones were the best. I don't remember like all of them. Zhao Zhao was kind of like the one that like popped in my mind, but there's like, you know, that influx of like stick figure like fight animations. But they're so, yeah, they were all really good. That was kind of like my my inspiration to like draw like comics and such. And so like you know you can start out small, and eventually like when you you know you keep going at it, you eventually like kind of start leveling up. A lot of things too. Another tip to when you're like learning anything is just like always kind of like don't get too comfortable. You know, like you want to like try different things out, right? For example, like if I go to these hands, like hands are not my strong suit. You know, I hate drawing hands. Hands suck. Like they're so hard to draw, but like I have to just draw them anyways. And sometimes I'll like have a piece where like the hands are the center point, even though I hate them, you know? Or feet. Feet's also another thing that I really dislike drawing and will like do anything as possible to just hide it. Let's see. Hey, Magic Missile. How do you like the color for the straps? Here. I just have it for yellow for now. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing this. This isn't like a commission or anything, but this is just me doing something as like a like like a bit of like a favor, This is like This is Magic Missile's character. She's like a kind of like a magical girl, like with like a bit of like a bondage thing. So yeah, I'm just making the concept art for the character. Yellow's good. Should be a little bit more muted, less saturation. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I wonder if I could just that or white. Oh, let's try white. Let's try white. Let's here's what I can do. I think I can just that and then let's see, select and then I think I can fill maybe, or actually wait, I think I'm still like in the process of learning this software. So let me try this. Let me try fill color with the tool. Let me close and fill. And then let's try another muted color. Let's see. Let's try this out. Nice test. Oh boy, that wasn't right. Let's see. For anyone who's serious about wanting to draw, I recommend Draw a Box. It's really grindy, but it works if you keep at it. That said, prepare to draw lots of cubes. Yeah, just drawing shapes, getting that perspective down. That's another important thing. Let's see. I don't know how to do this. Alright, I think this is, I can do maybe the magic wand, maybe? Okay, there we go, magic wand, and let's see, fill in. Okay, that works better, okay. Ah, saved. Alright, so there's that. If we do a white, we fill that in. Yeah, I like the white. The white is pretty good here. Draw a Box is a website, by the way. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. Let's see. I joined like a how to draw drawing academy Discord too, but I haven't done anything. Like it's a little bit like I'm a little bit crunched on time nowadays. But yeah, like it takes, I mean, picking anything up, it takes a bit of dedication, and like don't feel like, like once again, don't if you see like people and they're drawing better than you, like don't get discouraged. Like they also put in like a lot of work too, right? And you can start anytime. Yeah, they're kind of intimidating. Yeah, I know. Like a lot of it is pretty intimidating, and I mean, it's the thing that kind of stopped me from drawing for a while too. But a lot of it's also finding trying to find like a project. Like this whole Vtuber thing actually was what got me back into drawing, because I had to make the design for my character, and then I made my first I made my original PNG model. And even then, like I feel like I got a lot of improvement throughout the times. Here, let's see. Let me show you my first model here. Well, the model I was using. Let me see if I can just let's see what I can do. Do I have the image here? Let's see, learning to draw is like drawing itself. It starts with the rough sketch and evolves into personal style. Yeah. And it's cool, like people like end up just remarking on my style. Like when I had my first design, people were like, "Oh yeah, it's like reminiscent of like 90s and like early 2000s and then like 2000s anime." And I was like, I wasn't really purposely going for that, but then that makes sense because when I was learning how to draw, I used like the anime I watched as experience, and that tended to be the anime that I watched. All right, let's see. base color. Cool. All right. Now let us take that. And then like the hardest part too was learning how to do like I mostly did like pencil sketches, right? And so that's why like I'd say that my coloring is kind of also my weak point. Let's see. I always see VTubers slowly upgrade their stuff and grow. Yeah, like I figured that's like how I would do it too. So I need to change this back to refer to editing layer. Yeah, and then I think personally what got me into VTubing was watching Callie, like listening to Callie's song. I think the one that has, you know, like Off With Their Heads or something like that. But that song like was what inspired me to do. And I think the stream after that where she has like kind of this scuff stream where she's with Kiara and they're like at a hotel and they're kind of like, well, our internet doesn't work well, and so like the internet can't handle live 2D, so what are we gonna do? And they just like Callie just used a like a cardboard cutout of her model, and then she mentioned to everyone, it's like, yeah, like you can be like a VTuber that just starts out as cardboard, like just get your start. And that like that resonated with me. I was like, yeah, I could just be like cardboard and like do my start, and that's how it goes. There's a couple other factors too. My wife is also pretty supportive of the entire thing, and I think I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but I remember like at the beginning of the year, like, you know, New Year's resolutions, I was like, okay, this year I want to make content. And then I think like my goal was like make like one video like once a month or something like that, or like do like an audio thing or a podcast like once a month. And like so far, like I have blown that resolution out of the water. I have super succeeded in that resolution so far. But a lot of it is also consistency. I have to be consistent with it. All right, let's make this ring maybe kind of more of a silvery gray. Let's see. And then pen. But yeah, like I've like improved so much through this experience like as an artist, because like I ended up needing to just like make a lot of things. Like I made the thumbnails, I made my design. Here, let me just go back and see if I can find my like super old design. I think I can do that. Let's see. If I go to over here, let's see. No, not that one. Let's take this one. So I'm gonna show you. All right. Let's see if I can show this up on OBS real quick. Let's see, image, and let's browse file, and let me just get that up here real quick. I still don't know how to use OBS either. Like, I think there's a quicker way of doing this, but here. Yeah, so this was like my first model that I made. This is like the very first design. This is like the very first design about this, where like, you know, like I mean it's pretty good. It's okay, but like, you know, like the resolution is really small. So like when I like wanted to like zoom it out for like this was like my original idea for having the PNG. Like I did it, I was like, oh man, that's super blurry. That's super blurry, and I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? But yeah, this is like Yig Model 1. Yeah, whoa, that's pretty good. Yeah, and I made this like earlier in the year, and then let's see, and then let me here, you can be in the corner over here. You can be in the corner. Yeah, it has a webcomic feel, yeah. And like a lot of it too is like I don't really know, I don't know how to color, like, but yeah, I decided like, okay, this is super small, I need to update it. So then I have version 2. Let's see. as. Okay, and then let me add the image here. Oops, no, oh, wrong button, sorry. Like I said, new to OBS, scuff. Alright, let's see, open here. Let's see, did that appear? No, that did not appear. Image. Okay. Okay. There we go. Let me just zoom that. Here is version number 2. This is version number 2. So this is what I used for the like original file. Like let's see. So this is number 2, and this one, the first one here, it took me like maybe like it took me an entire weekend to make. And this one to the right took me maybe like, oh, I don't know, like a week or even like almost 2 weeks to make. And because this time around for this one, I wanted to, I was making the parts and I was drawing the parts for Live 2D and like learning how to do that, and that actually takes a lot more work than just like making your regular illustrations. So I was like, okay, I gotta make the parts. Like this scarf itself had like, the scarf itself maybe had, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. 4 parts for like each layer, and then like the top part was like split into 2, right? And let's see. Yeah, the evolution. Oh, the evolution of Yig. Yeah, this is different work. And then like I was like, oh, let me just like update some designs here. Like over here on the left, like I have like that little blue gem thing. The little blue gem thing. Like it goes like it's just like a little single orb. But then like in part 2, I made it more of like a breastplate feel. And then yeah, and then I went with this, and I was like, I went to Dan and was like, I almost had Dan just be like, hey, can you just like move this thing, like move this this model right here? I have it all in parts. And then I looked up more like closer at like Dan's profile, and I was like, oh wow, Dan's a really good artist. Maybe I should have just Dan just do the entire thing for me. And yeah, I did that, and I think it was definitely worth it. Oh, here, I'm gonna hide it. Look, here are the feet. The feet. Look at the scuffed feet. The feet are like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, oh man, I'm terrible at drawing feet, and the hands are like hard too. Yig ship it in here. Yeah, it's like this. I'm like right now, my model is like post time skip. Like this is like early like first chapter Yig. This is like Yig maybe like chapter 30 or so, like, or maybe like chapter 50, and like right now I am like Yig chapter like 200. Humans should just be stubs, yeah, or like, you know, like everyone should just. Oh yeah, I totally I totally forgot about like what I tried to do with the hands. I tried to give this like weird like gradient. I tried to do like a gradient. I just had like a different like brush, and like it's just like that. I like abandoned that completely with this model, because I was like, that would be a pain. That would be the biggest pain to like try to animate in Live 2D. Like even with like deformers and such. So I was like, okay, gotta simplify that part down. But yeah, like you have like different, like everything's still there, but you have like different design, you have different design elements. Like I was like, okay, let me do this. And also just like learning, just getting more comfortable with Clip Studio Paint, because I think I had learned a lot of lessons from doing Clip Studio Paint with, like I learned a lot of lessons with my first run through, and so my second run through is like, okay, let me learn all the lessons. And one lesson being just draw at a higher resolution. Like, man, Man, that like this is all like image number 2 is already sharper than like image number 1. Oh yeah, and then I had like these weird sparkle things like on the side here, and I was like, okay, let me simplify that down, and just made it simple. And I also have a little wrench here. Like I forgot about it because like like when I was streaming, it was like in the corner, so you never saw the wrench. But yeah, I got a little wrench in my pocket. Okay, we can go back to drawing now. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so let's continue here. Just gonna just fill this in. Fill that in. And then let's get this filled in here. Humans should just be stubs. Yes, humans should be stubs. Yeah, the timeline is complete. Yup. This is what it is. And yeah, I'm glad I'm doing a drawing stream. I think, and it just like showed, like I'm not the best artist or anything like that. The design was already quite good. Yeah, like that's kind of one thing that like, if anything, like for me as an artist that I am confident in, is that I'm very confident in my skill, in my ability to make a really cool design. And really, see, I like how the second generation has a tool in his pocket. Yeah, exactly, like that's another thing too. Oh, by the way, just gonna reveal something here. Look, let's see, but I'm gonna show off something, but like, I have no legs. This model has no legs. It's just floating torso because I only paid Dan to do half. But hey, most of the time the model is just gonna be like this. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna save some money. I'm just gonna save some money in that aspect. Budget cuts, people. Can't pay for the full moving thing. All right, let's see. What color should I make this part? Maybe I should make this one more of like. Maybe this one will be yellow. Oops. Yep. No feet. I'm a ghost. I think it's is it Japanese ghosts that like they're like I remember reading this in because of manga, but like apparently Japanese ghosts don't have feet, and that's just like how you can tell whether or not you're looking at a ghost or not. And like Western ghosts actually like they have feet. Differences in culture. Let's see. Paint, fill in. Okay, let me zoom out. Cool. Nice. Let's see, efficiency. I have to be honest, that made me do a double take. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's fun. Oh, let me show you guys this here. Like, let me do. Huh. Oh, wait. Let me try that again. There we go. Look, I got goggles. See, it might be good to avoid too much yellow since she's a magical girl with the drink peel. Yeah, but yeah, I guess so. I'll avoid too much. I'll avoid too much yellow. It's just that like yellow's a nice complementary color for that, so I'd like to do that. Let's see. Okay, maybe this will just stick with white then. I'll stick this with white. Wait, I could be doing something else. Like, let me try Magic Wand, help me! Tasukete! Wait, no. Wait. No, that's not right. Alright. Let's see. Magic Wand, refer to all layers. Selection for reference layer. Could be dark red. Yeah, I was thinking maybe red. Let's see. Let's try this. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I think I like the red too. I think the red might be better. And if it'll be like if it's like the only red in this, if it's the only red, then yeah, that should be good. Yeah, let's stick with this. Yeah. And let's just fill in the rest like that. No, get out. Get out. Stupid collapse. There we go. No. No, stop. There we go. That's a little sorry for the technical foibles. My palm, like I think this is another thing too that I've mentioned on previous drawing streams, but like my surface and like my palm, like it detects the palm. It like detects the palm, and then sometimes I'll just have like random scuff-like marks on the side. Oh, let me deselect you. Cool. Alright, there we go. And then let's get this lock here. Will be a screen capture person of culture. No, this is actually so I'm not actually using OBS. I'm using OBS for the streaming layout too, but I'm actually using an Elgato capture card to get my tablet, because my tablet is actually the thing that I'm drawing on, but I can't stream on my tablet because my tablet would implode if I do that. So I have to run a display port to HDMI cable into the capture card, and then run the capture card into my computer, and then stream that. So what you're seeing is capture card footage. I was really happy when I found that solution, because I was like, I really want to do drawing streams, but like I'm do all my drawing on a tablet, on my tablet surface. So yeah, I figured that out. I was like, oh, I am genius. So yeah, I got a capture card, and it also doubles great because it means I can like play some of my console games on for streaming too. So it was like, all right, I got two streaming ideas with one purchase. So yeah, that's how I do. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And like for a while, I was like, how am I gonna do this? Because like the Surface tablet doesn't have an HDMI port, and it was like, oh, you can just feed the display port into an HDMI cable. Yeah. So yeah, I think it might be an overkill solution, but hey, it works. It works. Let me take that off. Yep, it works. All right. Let's see. Lock is there. Hey, what color? What kind of blonde? Magic Missile. What kind of blonde was the? Did you want the hair again? Let's see. Hat, face, hair. Okay, let's just do this. Wait. I need to move you back into this layer, and then put you into here. Organize your layers, people. Fairly pale, almost platinum. Okay, got it. Color hair. So let's do yellow. Okay, let's try this out. Yeah, alright. Don't mind it coloring over the eyes, I will fix that later. That is a problem for future Yig to solve, not now Yig. I don't know how you guys feel, like, something that I always tell myself, I'm always telling myself, like, the best part example is like when I'm at work and I'm like working on a thing, and then like I'm like, you know what? I'll leave this to Monday Yig. And then when Monday Yig comes around, and Monday Yig is like, I really hate Friday Yig. What was Friday Yig doing? Why did Friday Yig do this to me? It's a mood. It's a mood. But you know what? Friday Yig is a person who has better things to do than finish work. See, it depends on the project. Yeah, that's true. A lot of it definitely depends on the project. All right, let's continue. Okay, let us move down like that. There we go. Then, okay. And then fill that in. Pop. Oh, fill tool. Fill tool, you make things so much easier. There was a time where I was like a fool just trying to just fill things in just manually, and I was like, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, another thing about art is that cheat. Always cheat. Even if like school though, it always happens. Yeah. School, I'm terrible. Like, here's the thing, like, I'm fine just like working like normally, but like school is like I completely disliked school. Like, school was like I do like I used to have so much anxiety when I like went to school, like, and like now that like I'm out of school, like I've never had any ounce of like anxiety other like in comparison, like. And like I would say that like more serious things have happened to me like outside of school, like getting fired from my job or like one of my jobs, and then I was like, that's fine. Wasn't like finals at school or anything. I think like a lot of it had to do with like, you know, the perception of school. Like if you don't do well in school, then like you'll always be a failure. You know, you'll like ruin your life. But you know, like. It's very actually, I would say that it's hard to actively like ruin your life. School made one anxious about the weirdest things. Yeah. And then also like also something that you really like doesn't take in mind of when you're a kid is that like, man, when you're a kid, you're going through puberty. And puberty is like being high or on like drugs 24/7. I think like the analogy was it's like, you know, like as a teenager, you feel your emotions at like 100 times like the like what you actually are, like with amplified 100 times. So like when you're happy, you're like 100 times happier, or when you're sad, you're 100 times more sad, or like when you're angry, you're like furious. So like you're dealing with that and trying to go through school. Is this going to evolve into the talk? School is just full of fear tactics. I don't know, maybe. I like to like just talk and like give advice because like God knows like I needed advice when I was younger, you know. And if people are listening, hey, yeah. But yeah, I'm not trying to be preachy. I'm not gonna try to be preachy or anything. Just giving my 2 cents on the things as I draw this Bondage magical girl. All right, let's see here. Oh, this layer turned out different. This side of the layer is slightly different than the other one. What happened here? All right. Pop, and then pop. There we go. And then let's get this strand here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Question 2. So, Weston, what pray tell do you have thou for breakfast? Yeah. Let's see. Well, the only tactics I need is Final Fantasy tactics. Nice. But yeah, let's see. Oh, speaking of breakfast, man, like I've been like skipping breakfast like this entire week, and a lot of it is like, oh, you know what? And my excuse always for when like I skip breakfast is like, you know, and it's like, hey, I am intermittent fasting. I am not skipping breakfast. I am doing something healthy. And like with that also, like, man, I really do like want to eat breakfast. Oh, I'm curing some bacon too now. That's another thing too. Like I'm actually like I'm brining pork belly, and then I'm gonna be smoking some bacon, and that's always the best. Cause I don't know if you guys have had just like thick cut bacon, you know, just like homemade, homemade bacon, like not the stuff you buy from the store, or like, but yeah, that stuff's good. That stuff's really good. Let's see. All right, face and base color for face. But yeah, I do a lot of cooking too. In my spare time. And one thing I got recently was actually a smoker. Yeah, smoked bacon. Woo. Yeah, yeah, man. I also made a full-on I also actually let's see, a few months ago I made a full brisket too. That was challenging. Here's the thing. What I learned because generally the places where I am flat cut flat tip brisket goes for maybe $10 a pound, right? And so I found a place that was selling a Packers cut, and the Packers cut was $5 a pound. And I'm like, well, this has the thing this has the same meat as the flat cut, but it has more. And has the better part too. So I should buy the Packers cut. Was it vegan bacon? Yeah. No, it wasn't vegan bacon. It's just regular pork bacon. It's just regular pork bacon. I eat meat. Even though I'm a pixie, we pixies, we generally you always imagine us as vegetarian. But hey, some of us do eat meat, you know? Some of us and I'm the type that's yeah, let me eat meat. I remember growing up as kids, and me and the other cousin pixies would steal chicken eggs, and we'd eat them, you know. It's good. All right, let's find a color for the skin. I'm imagining something somewhat more pale for the skin, for the skin tone. Let's see. Cause the image I get is a little bit more pale. A little bit more pale for this right here. Oh no, my eyes. I need to move my eyeline art. Okay, move my eyeline art up above the face. There we go. Face color. God, I need a bacon burger now. Yeah, my favorite thing for breakfast, and this is why I bring this up. My favorite thing for breakfast is actually a getting bacon and then and putting it on top of avocado toast. That's my favorite breakfast, and it's mostly too. It's pretty simple. You just spread the avocado, if it was jam or something like that. Just you get a fork and just mash it up. See, and yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty easy. And you grill some bacon. Maybe you toast the bread and you grill the bread in the bacon fat. I'm hungry now. I'm hungry. Yeah. The only problem is bacon takes a while to let's see here. Another thing too is that you have to cure that for a week, you know. So I'm just waiting in anticipation for this thing to finish curing, and then I can smoke it. All right, there we go, and let's fill that in. Pop. Do these things in small chunks because it'll be easier to Control Z that way. Okay, and then let's do like that. Pop. Getting more efficient at this. This is actually the first time I'm trying this style where I'm just doing an outline and then hitting it with the fill tool. There we go. Nice. Let me see if I can. Oops! Oh no! That was not the right thing to do. There we go. Control Z, everyone. Control Z. Praise Control Z. Let's see, Wendy's Baconator for when I feel lazy. What time is it in my zone? Let's see. It's kind of close to 8 at my zone right now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, and let me think. What else is there? Let's I can move on to the eyes. Yeah, let's move on to the eyes. Let's do that. I like doing eyes. Okay, so let us AM or PM? PM. It's evening now, so like, you know, the sun's starting to set. It's still bright out. It's still bright out. I live in a place that has time where time magic applies for a while, you know, for a portion of the year. So when time magic and right now time magic has disappeared. So right now, yeah, we're like the rest of the world, but like for a few months of the time, we're affected by time magic, where the clocks turn back an hour, and that sucks. Why do we have that? Cursed time magic. Let's see, where is this? Let me. All right, so let's see. White base. See, Magic Missile Chan woke up and startled, afraid, covered in a thick metallic substance, not getting out of bed. Cried. I wish I had time magic so I could watch VTubers 48 hours of the day. Yeah, I wish I could do that too. I wish I could, I wish I had more time to watch VTubers. And like, there's so much more, because like, you know, before I would watch like only Hololive, but now I'm like, now since I've started becoming a VTuber, I've gotten more familiar with some like these indie VTubers, and now I'm like, dang, I don't have time for anything. I don't have time for all this stuff, for all these VTubers anymore. It's hard to juggle. It's hard to juggle all of them too. Let's see. Yeah, man. But no, the only time magic that gets affected by me is the one that it's just the time magic that applies that just turns the clocks back 1 hour. Speaking of time magic, you know what low-key would be like the best time magic to have? Like, it would probably, I would say that like the best time magic would be the stuff, since I started supporting small VTubers, my time has vanished. Yeah. For the most part, like, let me see here. Let me get black here, and then mechanical pencil. Then this, let's go with, let us get 2 lashes. See, lashes, base. Okay. Okay. Nice. Let's move there, like that. Cool. Alright, and then let's go to the other side. See, thanks for the support. Yeah, thanks for the support, and thanks for watching the stream. It's been a lot of fun. And like, I definitely feel like streaming is like, thank goodness that I like streaming too. Like, and I always like, as like, you know, even like a long time ago, like I've always wanted to do content creation, but like I never figured out like what I wanted to do, and then VTubing happened, and I'm like, yeah, VTubing is super like what I've always wanted to do, where, you know, you're just kind of like, you know, you're a model like this, and then you just like have fun with people, you know. Okay, let's yeah, that's good for the lashes there. And then Iris Base. I support small streamers because I believe in them. Yeah, you know, that's always good too. Like when you like that power of belief just like fuels me. You know, like I think like even as long as I have like even if I like don't grow big or anything like that, as long as like there's someone just willing to watch me, like I'll stream. As long as like schedule permits, because you know sometimes real life gets in the way. Let's see, what color eyes should I have? I think also blue, maybe a lighter blue. Maybe a lighter blue. Let's do this. Let's see. Iris base color. Do you know of? Yeah, I know of Gargura. Let's see, I don't go like in terms of Hololive. Like I don't usually. I actually don't watch Gar. I don't actually watch Gura very much. Let's see, I generally tend to watch Ina and Callie the most. Actually, those are like the two Hololive girls that I like watch the most. And then on the JP side, I tend to watch Flare a bit more. Let's see, and yeah, it's just like it's hard to just kind of like keep up with them all, you know? It's definitely hard to keep up with all the Hololive girls. Let's see. I mostly watch Mori because she's so unusual. Yeah. So like, I like Mori a lot because she's kind of like she has like this like super like edgy look to her, you know, and like she tries to portray herself as like super edgy, but then like on the inside she's like a complete goober, you know. She's a total goof, yeah, with like the Shrek and gangster rap. Yeah, like you go and it's like, man, this girl's like hella gangster. But then like then you hear and then like you see her stream and she's like a complete dork, and it's great. It's great. It's like the gap. Callie's great, and I'm an avid Loot Knight myself though. Yeah. Nanora. Yeah. Let's see. Another person I like is Flare. I mean, Flare aesthetically, I like Flare's aesthetic, and then like, but she has like such great range, and she's like super chill for the most part. Another thing too, like I just wish that like I remember I watched one of her like mahjong streams, and that's like what like got me to like keep up watching her streams. All right, so let's do torso. Let me see, torso. See, I did not organize this as well. Let me just do some organizing real quick here. My layers. Once again, this was a thing that Yig on stream was like, hey, I'll just leave this to later, Yig, and then now I have to fix this up. Let's see. Let's do chest, and then there we go, and then torso line art. Go. What? Yeah. That's what I want. How much am I deleting? There we go. Okay, so where's that lock? What layer is that lock in? I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out later. Let's see. The plot thickens. I like some JP talents, but the truth is that simply understanding what they say is a huge boon. Pauline was kind of surreal at first. Yeah. Like, I mean, I like leaving, like, part of me with streams too is like, I like just like listening to things in the background. So when I was watching Hololive, I was definitely watching more of the JP girls. But then yeah, once we had Hololive girls who you could understand, I was like, oh man, that's where all my time's going. But actually, like the person who actually got me into like VTubers wasn't actually any like the Hololive girls. It was actually Hanamakiya from Nijisanji. She's actually the one that I started watching first, because I was like, oh, and that's actually what made me like, oh, English VTubers exist. I was like, dang, I didn't know that. Alright, torso line art, and then let's do skin base color. Let's do skin base color. Alright. And then let's get you, eyedropper tool, and then brush. Okay. Let us draw like that. Alright, and then fill that in. Fill that in. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, shoot. Okay. What's going on? Oh, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. Because that color isn't actually part of that layer. Alright. Big dummy. Big dummy. Here we go. Cool. Imagine if you're like paint, like, you know, like if you like were doing a painting and something and you were actually just dumping like a can of paint on it just to like fill in things, and you just have to be super careful with it. That would scare me. Hard mode. Do things without Control Z. That would be skilled. That would be skilled. I would watch a streamer. I would like if a streamer did that, like an art streamer, and they did like a no undo, no Control Z challenge run. I'd watch that. I'd watch that for sure. And they just that'd be so much fun to watch. It'd be nerve-wracking. I'd be like anxious. I'd be nervous for. I'd be like completely worried for. I'd be worried for the artist too. But then like at the same time, I'd be like highly like enthralled. Let's see. Go. Let's see. Hana was also really surreal at first. Anime girls memeing in English. What a breakthrough. Pain is content, as they say. Yeah. You know, like. I don't know, like, I think some of you are new, but like, one of my, like, one stream that I did, a couple streams I did was actually, it was Cuphead, like a Cuphead push-up challenge, right? So like, every time I died, I would just do a did a push-up, and it was like, okay, I like, would cash them out after the end of each end of the levels, and I think like, some of my streams, like I think my first one I did like 53 push-ups, and then the next one I did like 70 push-ups in one stream. That was fun. That was fun though. That was a fun stream idea. But like sometimes when I'm doing things like that, I'm like, did I suffer enough? Did I suffer enough for that stream to like actually make it entertaining, or was it just kind of like low key? Cause like you have to like do a balance of like, okay, I gotta be like, it has to be painful so that everyone can get a laugh of it. But it can't be like so serious. I mean, it can't be so serious that like you're actually worried about them. Let's see, did I die? No, like I actually like work out quite a bit. Like I work out quite a bit, so doing all those push-ups wasn't actually that bad for me. I also had like protein and like protein drinks and like some like pre-workout on me, so like I was fine. I was Daijoubu. Let's see here. Just gotta draw like that. Get here, and then fill that in. Pop. And like that. Let's see. Yigaswell, I would die. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, a lot of people would die. Like, a lot of people would die. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and like for me, like push-ups are like I have a lot of fun doing push-ups. Like you don't know this, but like Yig, like young lit Yig was a scrawny pixie. Like the other pixies would pull pranks on me and like would like, you know, call me names, and like as like, you know, young pixies do, like they're like young pixies are ruthless, man. Like I don't want to mess with them. But yeah, like I was like super skinny, and like I was like constantly made fun of for that, you know. And like I think I think like one day, like I was unemployed, and so I was like, during like my like fit of depression during unemployment, I was like, well, Pixie Military is an option. And fortunately, I didn't go to Pixie Military, but it was like, I was like, well, I need to be able to do push-ups if I want to go to Pixie Military. And so like I started like working out super hard. And I think my one thing that I did to start out was during like loading screens, I just did push-ups during loading screen. I think loading screens. And I think I was playing Mass Effect at the time. And so every like elevator ride or like door opening animation was like a loading screen. And you realize a lot of places have a lot of hidden loading screens. And you also learn that games aren't as optimized as you'd like them to be. And so I got really buff doing that. That's a fun challenge though. That's a fun challenge though. Play through Mass Effect and like do push-ups during every single loading screen that happens. You'll get buff, I swear. Like I gained some hefty weight. Like I went from like scrawny Yig to like Chad Yig right there during that time. It's like doing like people who do like the One Punch Man challenge, you know? Like the One Punch Man challenge is like a great way to like it. Though like I wouldn't kill it like for advice to doing the One Punch Man challenge. Everything is fine up until doing that like 10K every day. Don't do a 10K every day. That's way too much. I would just run a mile like if you were going to do like a challenge like that. But overall, it's like a good way to like get into like exercise and stuff like that. Let's see, blue. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see, skin base color, and then I want to do the corset. See. Say base color. Let's see. Games try to hide the loading but never do it well. A friend tried to do the OPM and collapse. It was funny, then horrifying, then funny. Yeah, and then like that's a full body workout. So like your body is going to be like super, like your entire everything will be super sore too. But yeah, like running is definitely a thing that like you want to ease yourself into doing, and then also like running is just overall just like it's hard. I mean, it's hard on your knees. Like it's pretty. It can be damaging if you're like not too careful, and if you do that every day without see. Oh shit! Yeah, Breath of Fire 3 OST. Yeah. I always do Breath of Fire 3 OST for my drawing streams. It's so good. Oh yeah, you guys can see me like swing back and forth. It's great. All right, let's fill this in. There we go. See, might play Breath of Fire 3 one day, one of my favorite RPGs. Yeah, I know, right? Like it shaped like a lot of like what I did, like what I was into. Like young Yig, after playing Breath of Fire 3, all of my OCs that I made were like half dragon people or something like that, you know? Or like dragon shaped ink power. Beautiful model, thank you so much. Don't that just beat all? Yeah, don't that just beat all? I also want to do a Breath of Fire stream as well. But it's been a while since I played, and I'm like, man, I don't remember anything from that game anymore. So I'm like, I'd be lost. I'd be pretty lost playing through that. Alright, let's fill that in. Let's see, pink Aussie dolphin. Oh yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? Oh man, I didn't even remember that. Oh. And then like, let's see. Oh, who is that one guy? Gar. Gar was the coolest. Like, and like, he was like this slow, big, like huge guy, right? And he's like, and he had like this spear, and he just like chunked people for for loads of damage. Let's see. It's that is nice to girls, but talks mad shit in Aussie accents to you. Hey, dude. Yeah, and yeah, the two horses that turned into oh man. So yeah, that was crazy. So I also like with Breath of Fire 3, like I for a long time too, like I was super stuck, right? Cause there's a level where you have to sneak into the into like the castle, and like I had the wrong impression for the longest time of like how to get past a certain part, because during one of my first runs to sneak through the guards, I had like glitched through a wall and like got past one of the guards, right? And normally it was a part where like you're not normally supposed to get past the guard like that, but then like I had glitched through it and then like gotten past the guard, so I thought that's what you had to do all the time. But then I could never replicate it. So I would spend hours trying to replicate this bug, and I thought that was like how you did it. And you're actually supposed to just like find another guard and just pay him off, and he lets you through because, you know, he's probably making minimum wage and not getting paid enough. And he's just like, I don't get paid enough for this, so if you like give me money, I'll just let you through. And I was like, sweet. See, it's not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, Sunder and Dalio. Those were their names. And then like let's see. Yeah, and then Ray was pretty cool. Momo, who just shot a bazooka. Yeah, and then yeah, like the soundtrack for Breath of Fire 3 is just like my favorite. Oh, here, let's change this up really quick. Let's see. Let's get the fight music here. Look at this. Yeah. Ba-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, this soundtrack was so good. Oh, this song was the best. Yeah, it was impossible to face roll that through that game. Yeah, like you have to really think about it, and like I got stuck multiple times through that game because like I mean I never paid attention. Like as a kid, I never paid attention to actual mechanics. I didn't use my brain. I just like to press X and see cool anime. I wanted to turn into Big Dragon and have Big Dragon make thing boom. Let's see. Yeah, weird that was only had 5 Breath of Fire games. Yeah, and then you also had, I think, yeah, there was up to 4, and then there's Quartet, and then there's that really bad mobile game that appeared. And I don't even think we got that mobile game in the US. But yeah, like, Breath of Fire 3 was great. Oh, that's on loop. Da, 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 da. Let's see what other song I like. Oh, I like this track. And I was like thinking to myself, yeah, like the Breath of Fire 3 soundtrack it just makes for good like drawing, you know, it's a good like relaxing drawing mood. So that's why I was like, okay, let me pick this out. Let's see. Udon has it for like $50. Let's see, yeah, Breath of Fire 3 is really dressy, like unique among JRPGs. Yeah, like I like always remember the Breath of Fire 3 soundtrack. And it's like more for me, like I played the Breath of Fire 3 game more than I did like any other JRPG. So like the soundtrack just like sticks with me. Okay. Oh no, that's not good. There you go. Okay. And, let's do this here, pop, and then let's go in there. See, I expected 200, yeah, like, man, I wanted in another reality, like we would have had like people would be memeing about like a bunch of Breath of Fire 3 games. We'd have like Breath of Fire 14, which was like a garbage game at first, but then like Yoshi P like turned it around, and then turned it around, and then we got like Breath of Fire 3 like Phoenix Reborn or something like that, and then like we would have the days where Breath of Fire 3 was the Final Fantasy. And then Square Enix would have made like the Monster Hunter equivalent or something like that. There's a reality like that somewhere. Let's see, draw this like that. All right, let us go like that. Fill that in. Let's see. And then fill that in G, pop, like that. Nice. Ta-da. See. I'm also thinking like what other like music to play in the background for my things. Breath of Fire 3, Spirits Within bankrupts Capcom, and they have to merge with Enix to survive. Oh no. Oh boy, yeah, the Capcom is the one that tries to bankrupt themselves to oblivion. Though I did like, I remember I did like, so when I saw Spirits Within as a kid, and this was actually before like I knew that like Final Fantasy was like, you know, like each thing, it was, I like for some reason as a kid I thought it was going to be separate from Final Fantasy 7, like it was going to be like in the same world as Final Fantasy 7, so I was excited to see like Cloud appear in it, or like Barrett, you know. And then I went to watch this movie and I was like, none of my favorite characters are in this. What's going on? Why is it called Final Fantasy? And I was really confused. See, Spirits Within wasn't the worst thing in the world ever, but it was such a dumb idea for the brand. And like, I appreciate for what it was. They were really trying to do like, they were trying to do something like very unique. And like it kind of like, and like, yeah, all that, like they made a studio in Hawaii, and like Hawaii doesn't exactly have like the best like, you know, like that's not the cheapest rent ever, you know. Yeah, it was more weird than bad. Yeah, it was more weird than bad, and like, you know, it had uncanny valley. But like, if you look at certain things, like it really does hold up in certain aspects. And see, what was one thing that I really liked about that movie? I really liked the world. I did like some of the tech. Like I remember the scene when they like jump off the helicopter, and then they didn't have whatchamacallit, parachutes. They had little like these like they made like these goo blocks, and then they landed inside the goo blocks, and the goo blocks broke the fall. Like that to me now is like really cool, like as a piece of like sci-fi technology, you know. See, they're telling their protagonist as the next sexy celebrity, but she was polygonal. I think they're trying to make VTubers 20 years too early. Yeah, like that's the thing, is that honestly, they were doing things way ahead of their time and before like the tech was ready for it, you know? Like they were trying to do stuff that like before the tech was ready, because yeah, like when you saw that, like it was at the time, it was mind-blowing tech. Like it was like, wow, like this looks so amazing. And even now, like you know, there's uncanny valley, yes, but then like some of the stuff does look good. Granted, I'm also the type to like says that like certain like StarCraft cutscenes still look good to me. So yeah, there might be some bias there. There might be some bias, you know. All right, fill that in. cool. Let's see. How does that look? I think this looks good. Let's get some straps in here. Let's do the white straps. White straps. Oh, wait. That was the wrong thing. Eyedropper, eyedropper. They do look pretty good. It's not just you. Yeah, like eye color is great. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I think the real problem was the hype and the name. Yeah, because like when you have Final Fantasy, you expect certain things from it, and then like marketing, they like marketed they marketed that movie like really hard, like mainstream marketing, like and like yeah, Square Enix, yeah, like that's a shame. Another World, Square Enix would have that like Spirits Within was a major big hit, and yeah, and then like they're making Infinite Monies, and we have like they're in the movie industry as well. Let's see. White kind of makes that hard to see. It's a little hard to see with white, so let me try another like light blue, maybe like a very pale light blue, just so that pops out a bit more. There we go. Yeah, that's better, I think. There we go. Yeah, because it's poem. That's what I'm telling you guys. Like this my poem is gonna be the death of me. All right, let's go here. Let's see here. Let's see, marketing was huge. I remember one time a lady came to offer us some kind of programming course for Babby me and used Final Fantasy as an example of what I could learn. Yeah, you know. I remember like you know, like even like marketing employees like right now were like what was that commercial where it was like for like I think it was like DeVry University. And like they'd always use like some kids playing games, and they're like, "You can tighten up the graphics on level. You can tighten up the graphics on level 5." And I was like, "What does that mean? What does that even mean?" Look, like, see, you heard it here first, folks. Time to boycott all poems. Yeah, man, poems suck. The palm sucks, you know, like like I don't know what's up with like, because it happened during like I think an update to Clip Studio Paint or like my Windows, but like all of a sudden like Clip Studio Paint started recognizing my poem as like major input, and it didn't do that before, but now it does it a lot, so now I just have to live with it. Like I could just used to be able to like use just like one finger to like scroll around, but now I have to use like 2 fingers to scroll, because if I use like 1 finger, I do that. See, I love fake game devs from TV shows. They're the worst, yeah. Or like in the movies when they have let me see. Let me look where this lock is, because I need because that lock isn't in the right spot. Torso line art. Maybe it's in face. This might be in face. Let's see where we go. Face line art. Let's see. No, not there. Hair? Not there either. Where are you? Where are you, Locke? Are you under legs? Or let's see, the chest, let's see. Where are you? Skirt? No. Waist? No. Oh, okay, you're in jacket. Okay. Let's see, let's get you. let's see, let's also you. Okay, and then let's cut and paste. Alright, and then move this towards torso line art, and then merge down below. There we go. There we go, cool. Nice. Cool beans. Alright, that makes me feel better. Let me go and add some other details to this. Let's see, there, pen, G pen, and let's do 1. Alright, and then we can do, oh, no, don't want to select you like that. Let's do this. And then, like that. Cool, and then a little bit like that. There we go. Then let's get the dropper tool, paint, and then change the marker back to mono. And let's see the layers, and then let's go to set base color. There we go. And then let's fill this in here. Actually, let's just do like that. And then G. Let's fill that in. There we go. Yeah. Oh, no, too much. There we go. Let's see. Spirits Within remake this year. Check the settings on my Surface, see if there's some options to adjust that. Yeah, I have. I think it's just a thing with like Clip Studio Paint in Windows 10. I toyed with the idea of actually buying like another buying like one of those like Wacom drawing surfaces, you know, for your computer, but I'm like, nah. Because I do like just drawing on my tablet. I did actually practice using a Wacom tablet in the past before, and yeah, it wasn't comfortable. Like, it was a small tablet, and then I was looking at trying to you know, it was weird because, like, you know, what you're drawing, your mouse movements isn't like appearing on the surface you're drawing on, and that made it pretty hard to for me to get comfortable with. So I think that was kind of another reason why I didn't like pick up digital art until like recently. Cool, there we go. Let's see. What are we doing here now? Okay. We'll work on the lips later. Let's see. How does this look if I did? Whoops. Nope. See, digital art is so difficult. Yeah. I mean, like, once again, it's like upsides and downsides. There are parts of digital art which you're like, this is really hard. But then there's other parts of digital art where it's like, this is the best. Like, I think I definitely, like, I love pencil sketching. That's like my favorite. That's definitely my favorite thing. Like digital art, you have like you can cheat with digital art. Like, you can do things that like you just can't do in like physical mediums. All right, let's do this. See, I have a friend who can draw masterpieces on paper, but when he colors in digital, it looks like a totally different person to it. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing too. Like I feel like I am so much better. I remember like as like when I was learning how to draw, like I got really good at like pencil sketching, right? But the moment I like tried to like add color or like I inked it, it just like looked worse to me. And I was like, dang, like how am I supposed to like? It was a little disheartening, you know. Like you go, like you work hard to you know, like make a drawing, and then like you accidentally made it worse. And you're like, oh no. But yeah, it's like definitely one of the things I need to practice. Like I suck at inking. Like inking's so hard, and it's scary because like you can't undo it. That's one of the things that like made me like gravitate towards for like digital art. It's like when I do digital art and I can like ink and I don't have to be worried. I don't have to be worried about like that sort of thing. Let me drink some water. Let me hydrate. I needed that. Okay, let's see here. What else can I do? All right, belts. Time for the belts. Should I make the belts brown or white? Let's see. So the fur is going to be white for sure, or maybe even a light blue. Let me think. So white or light blue? White or light blue? I'd say brown or black. Okay, yeah. I'll do brown. We'll do a dark brown. Let's do that. Let me just take this color. Take that color and then let's do that. All right, and then let's do this and then fill you in. Oh, no. There we go. Oh. You know what? I should probably start working on a different layer. Should probably do that. Let's see. Belts. Base. That would be much safer. That's another thing too. Working with layers, also lifesaver. What did I think of Advent Children? I like Advent Children a lot. Like, so how I watched things when I was younger is that I would skip through all the boring parts and just kind of go to the action. So, like, I loved Advent Children. But that's because, you know, when I watched Advent Children, I just skipped through what I thought was boring and just, like, went straight to the fights. And so, like, I have very fond memories of Advent Children because of that. And then, like, you know, for the slower bits, I'm like, skip this. So, yeah, like, I love Advent Children just because I like, you know, like, any part that I really didn't like, I would just skip it and then just continue watching the cool parts. But I like the like character redesigns. Like, see, I didn't like Cloud getting so dunked, felt mean, but the fights, yeah, like, but man, them fights though, and you know, like Cloud having like his sevens, like the coolest. I thought like the design decision of having him have like set like a whole bunch of swords that combine into one big sword. That's the coolest thing ever, you know? That was super cool. Man, I loved Advent Children in terms of that. Let's see. The one thing that I would have liked to see more was I would have liked to have seen, I mean, actually, now I think about it, I haven't actually watched the new like director's cut edition of like Advent Children. When I watched Advent Children, this is when it like first came, when it was like it came out within like that first year, you know, the first year of coming out. Yeah, this new sword looks super cool. I kind of wish that shows up more in the remake. Yeah, I hope maybe sometime in the future. You know, can't cross things out yet. Because, like, you know, the remake is kind of like... It's like, you know, they take stuff from, like, all the compilation series. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw elements of, like, I mean, we've already felt like... I already feel like we've already seen, like, elements of Advent Children in, like, remake. Let's see, let's build this in. Let's do that. And then G. Oh, not the right G. G. There we go. Let's go. Alright. Let's move here and draw like that. GG. Yeah. Another thing that's a little funny is it's like, oh, like to get to my fill tool, I have to press G twice, so it's like GG. GG everyone. GG. Boom. Cool. Alright, well, 2. Alright, let's move like that, and then get like that. Boom. Alright, that looks good. There was a Resident Evil movie that, like, 5 people saw. I know. I mean, which one? Like, the CGI game movies from the mid-2000s is one of my weirdest interests. Yeah. Let's see. What other... Do I remember anything else? Like, because I feel like a lot of people try to, like, capitalize on, like, you know, like, video game... Oh, shit. Video game movies, but then it's like... Did you really need to? Did you really need to? But now, you know, video game movies are getting to the point where, like, they're kind of okay now, but it's almost more boring that way, you know? Like, I loved seeing terrible, like, video game... Oh, there's also a Digimon movie that connects to Digimon World 4. Oh, really? Huh. Let's see. What is Digimon World 4? Like, let's see. Gotta say, the Doom movie was fine. Yeah. Let's see, I haven't actually seen the Doom movie, but you know what video game movie that I really like, actually? And I love so much because it was just terror bad. Street Fighter the movie. Street Fighter the movie was great. Because, like, it was great because it was bad, you know? And I remember as a kid, like, I hated that movie because I was like, they didn't do a Hadouken! Or, you know, and I'm like, you know, and I was super upset about that as a kid. But, like, now I'm like, nah, they didn't have the button. It's like, they didn't know, like, what were they gonna do with the Hadouken? What kind of, like, shitty special effects would they have done to actually get that to work? It probably would have been worse. Solid, my favorite Street Fighter character. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, and then, like, I love the line that Bison says to Chun-Li in, like, that bedroom, where he's like, today is like the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But to me, it was Tuesday. Oh, that line is so good. That line makes that movie. Then again, I'm just, like, very partial to just really bad, like, one-liners. Like, if you guys watched Blade 1 and you see, you know, like, it, like, the stinger of the movie where he, like, beats, like, the evil guy, you know, and it does, like, a billion cuts, you know, like, at different angles, and he just says, some motherfuckers always be trying ice skate uphill. And I'm like, oh, that's so good! That's so good! I love that line! Raul Julia in his last role, yeah, it was like Bison, like Raul Julia's last role was like Bison in like Street Fighter. And I heard that like his kids were like big on playing Street Fighter, and like his kids were big on Street Fighter, and he's like, I want to do something that my grandkids would remember me by. So like he's like, oh, let me play this role in like this Street Fighter movie, and that's like the reason why he did it. And he was like legit suffering through that movie. Like he was like giving it his all, like his 100%. Like he oh, that's so good, it doesn't mean anything. Well, let's see, I think that, like, let's see. But yeah. Like, Raul Julia was, like, he's just trying to give his all for this movie. That's, like, not that great, but, you know, he's just doing it for fun. You know, and he had fun doing it. Let's see. But yeah, some motherfuckers always be trying to ice skate uphill. It's so great. Like, with context in the movie, it does kind of make sense, you know, but not really. But it's good. And apparently, let's see. Oh man, who played? I need to look this up real quick. Let's see. Blade. Who was Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes. Sorry, I couldn't remember his name, but it was Wesley Snipes. Apparently, Wesley Snipes like was doing the he was trying to be like, yo. Like, they were, like, trying to find the stinger of the movie, and then, like, Wesley Snipes said that line, and they're like, oh, that's great. And he's like, no, it's terrible. He hates that line. Are you familiar with Super Best Friends play? Yes! Yes, I'm probably just, like, aping something that just happened, that's what they said in a podcast. Like, I love Super Best Friends. Arguably, I still watch them, even though VTubers exist, and VTubers have been sucking my life. I still make time to, like, watch, like, the Castle Super Beast podcast and stuff like that. Let's see. I felt a familiar energy from me. Yeah. Cause like, that's like, they, in like, a lot of it, like, the content that I like is like, the stuff that, like, you know, that was like super fun in like the Super Best Friends play, like, world. So that's where I get like a lot of inspiration. Like, I swear, like, before, like, if I were to do a collab, like, my most, like, wanted to do collab isn't with, like, any, like, big, like, VTuber or anything like that. The person I want to collab with is, like, Wooly. I want to collab with Wooly, and then, like, just play fighting games or something like that, and get rocked or something like that, you know? That's my dream. That's my goal. I'll have made it when I do a collab with Wooly. Wooly's my favorite. Let's see, Super Best Friends are great. Yeah, I miss them so much too. Yeah, but you know, they all have their side content. Matt's doing his more like scripted content, and like that's fun too. Wooly's still doing like the like old school style Let's Plays. Let's see. Did you see Wooly fight Halsworth? Yeah, I saw clips of that. It was great. It was great. Wooly does. I mean, like, we all make fun of Wooly for like losing those fights. But then, like, be real, like, those were some pretty good matches. Like, I like after watching the tapes, it's just like, oh, like Wooly put up quite a bit of fight, and you know, like, part of it's also like that character I forgot his name, but like that character he's playing, the vampire dude. Like, he's kind of hard to play, and then props to Wooly for, like, you know, sticking to the character he likes. He'll either play like something super high tier, something super low tier. It's great. Yeah, like, I would, like, be real, like, I don't think I'd be able to fight on that level, you know? Where are you? Where are you from? There we go. Oh, wrong layer again. Oh well. Let's see here. Okay, so what am I going to do with the fur? Nagoriyuki, total Wooly bait, yeah, like, Let's see. I actually missed out on the demo because like the demo came out while I was like prepping for VTuber stuff, so like I didn't get a chance to play. But I think I'm going to be playing. Let's see. I think Axel. I tend to go with Axel a lot. In terms of just like character set, I like Ramithal. So like I might end up playing Ramithal. Plus, Ramithal is apparently super high tier, and I definitely take advantage of that when I play fighting games. I'm like, let's see, who do I like, and then who's really strong, who has strong buttons that I like. Let's see, I think currently like the game that I like the most. Let's see. Let us do that. The game I like, the fighting game I like the most is Grand Blue Fantasy, but like, you know, let's see, I only really play with like, you know, friends like locally, and I haven't even tried online, mostly because the online's garbage. And it always sucks when like I do online and like just drop combos because like input like deletes frames, you know, like deletes inputs. I'm so sad when that happens. Like, let's see, let's see. Grand Blue is great, yeah. I play Fairy because Fairy is pretty much Dhalsim with a DP, and I think that's busted. I think that's great. Plus, I like Fairy. I like the look of Fairy too. Like Fairy has a great design. I haven't even played like the Grand Blue Fantasy, like the actual like gacha game, but like Fairy is like the character design that at least from the characters that were out, that like I dug. Let's see, do I want to do this white or light blue? Let's do this white. Oh boy. That's not the right layer. Let's see, fur base color. Let's see. Yeah, Grand Blue doesn't have rollback, unfortunately. That sucks. Though, like, you can do some magic with Parsec, because, like, Parsec actually runs better, you know, like, Parsec runs better than like, some of the netcode, you know? So, like, there is that there's always that option. But it sucks, like, practicing for a combo, like, offline, and then, like, having it, like, not work online, because, like, the netcode's that terrible. But yeah, it's, like, overall, like, my favorite, it's probably like my favorite fighting game just because of like overall how it plays, the aesthetic of it. Like I like the Arc System Works aesthetic, and like it is a little bit slower, but I like that. Like in terms of just pure gameplay wise, I also like really like Samurai Showdown, and man, like all the games I like just have terrible netcode. Oh no, it sucks. It sucks. Every game I like is like, oh no, the netcode is terrible for this game. Heck, I even played Street Fighter V for quite a while until like, I don't know, like my IP got banned on Street Fighter V. Like I was using, because like the Street Fighter V on PC like wasn't supporting my fight stick. So I had to use like Joy to Key or something like that to like get inputs. And then I think that caused me to get banned on Street Fighter V or something like that. Because every time I would open it, they would it wouldn't like let me like log in or anything like that. So then I never played Street Fighter V again. That was a shame. I like that game too. I like games with like a lot of footsie, you know, like I like fighting games that like have a lot of footsies. Footsies are like my favorite. Like I know there are like a lot of other games, like, you know, like everyone says Marvel, everyone says like you know, like Skullgirls or like really fast games, but like man, my brain can't handle it sometimes. Like I'm done. Like I don't have like the muscle memory or like the reaction speed to do that. Let's see. Show. Yeah. MVC2 has the fucking infinite. Parsec is fucking magic. I used it for everything from tech support to tutoring. Yeah, like I definitely want to like use Parsec more. Like I definitely want to like do something with Parsec too. Like for streaming too. Like am I missing something? Did I miss some fur here? I guess it'll be fine. I'll deal with that later. Lesson of my life. Deal with it later. Alright. Okay, and then let's move here and CGG paint. Oops. There we go. Alright. And then G. Cool. And then move it like this, like that, and then loop around. Pop. And there we go. Let's see. During lockdown, Prosec is a blessing. You ever hear about the story about Wesley Snipes' eyes? Yeah, I remember. I remember hearing about that, where like, they wanted him to open his eyes, but he just kept them closed, and then they had to like do really like terrible CGI in order to have to like CGI his eyes open again. Oh, that's great. That's great. I think that's the story you're probably talking about. Like, when you said eyes, like, that's probably the story. Oh, Wesley Snipes, without you, there would be no Marvel Cinematic Universe. What a legend. Yeah, what a legend. Yeah, they CGI'd his eyes to be on top of his eyes. Yeah. I'm glad, I like, you know, for a while I was like a bit of like a comic hipster, you know, but you know, like I'm glad that like, you know, people like, for example, people know who Thanos is. Like, that was never a thing that I would expect to happen. Like, you know, like growing up, like people would be like, oh hey Thanos. It's like, oh hey Thanos, and then you know, and people like, who are you talking about? Heck, I remember when the Marvel movies were first starting coming in, and I was like, yo, you know who's the coolest? Rocket Raccoon. And people were like, who's Rocket Raccoon? You drunk or something? I'm like, no, yo, like Rocket Raccoon's part of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And they're like, Guardians of the Galaxy? That's a lame name. And I'm like, no, but the Guardians are cool. Like they're like cooler. They're like as cool or even cooler than the Avengers are. And they're like, man, you're whack. And then like now people are like, yo, the Guardians of the Galaxies are super cool. Rocket Raccoon's the best. And I'm like, yeah, he is. Rocket Raccoon is great. See, I'm not into the MCU because it's a little overwhelming, but I love Spider-Verse. Yeah, Spider-Verse is great. I remember way back when there's a Marvel Hero Escape collab that I got, and it came with Thanos, and I have absolutely no idea who he was. That said, I did watch all the movies early in the phases in the binge. Yeah. I'm gonna talk about Marvel now because I can, because I'm a big comic book geek. So like in the cinematic universe, like Thanos has this thing of like, I want to achieve balance within the universe, and like that's cool. Like it makes him like a very more of like a nuanced characters. But in like the comic books, Thanos just wants to get laid with like Lady Death. Like that's it. And he's like super salty about Deadpool for like getting that. Oh shoot, my battery's low. Oh no, my Surface has not been plugged in this entire time. Joltal a minute. Joltal a minute. Gotta get the charger. There we go. The model's wigging out. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, like Thanos is actually like a big huge simp, and that's like his whole motivation for like everything, you know? Like I might be wrong, you know, like there's so much comic book stuff that like honestly, no matter what I say, I'll be wrong somehow. Like in any like alternate universe, maybe his motivations are different. But hey, Thanos is a big simp for death. But you know, like what I'm really excited for, and I'm excited that she got a series. I'm really looking forward to She-Hulk. Like, I love She-Hulk. She's like she's like definitely, I'd say, like my favorite Marvel hero. And like, yeah, I just want like maybe like a lawyer show, and like no bad guys happen. It's just her doing law. Like, it's just her doing law, and then like occasionally she'll like punch out a guy in court, and then like he'll go through the wall. Thanos is hot. Whoa, took a while. Yeah, I think She-Hulk got a She-Hulk got a series. I think that's one of the things that got announced. But I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. And then see who else did I enjoy reading about. See, Doctor Strange is also a fun one because like before he got a movie, like Doctor Strange definitely was kind of like, you know, like I think yeah, Doctor Strange is actually like top superhero for me because like I remember as a kid I got like someone lent me like Doctor Strange comic, and I thought I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's like a lot different from like the other superheroes that are like super muscular. He was like more magic based, so I thought that was really neat. And like, yeah, like, and like his like his like rise to being a superhero is like very human. Like he doesn't originally intend to actually be a superhero, but like he ends up like picking up responsibilities. And oh shoot, nope, that wasn't right. And yeah, that's another thing too, like, you know, if you were lucky, someone would know about Iron Man, someone would know about, like, you know, Spider-Man. But if you mention Doctor Strange, people would be like, who are you talking about? I'm like, Doctor Strange, he's like super cool. It's like, man, like stop making stuff up, Yig. I'm like, okay. Let's see. I used to think Doctor Strange was pretty boring, but reading into him is pretty stuff. Yeah, you know, less popular characters like She-Hulk make some interesting shows. Yeah, man, there's like the whole thing of like She-Hulk, like there's like this whole arc about like, you know, like She-Hulk's also like pretty human. She's also kind of like a dumpster, like for certain arcs she is like a super dumpster fire of a character, you know, but like it's all fun. Like I like it when like my heroes have, like nowadays I like it when my heroes have flaws, you know. Let's see, who else did I like? Oh yeah, and then like everyone loved X-Men, but like I didn't like X-Men that much growing. Like I wasn't too much of a fan of an X-Men fan, even though like there's a lot of cool stuff. But like the X-Men move, like for example, like the X-Men movies just didn't have my favorite X-Men in there. Oh, I did watch the X-Men, like growing up. I watched the X-Men Evolution series. That was great. I like that one actually a lot. I liked some X-Men. Let's see, the closest you get would be parodies on Dexter's Lab. Yeah, you know. Okay, wait. Wrong tool. And let us go like that. Let me continue to just fill this in. Let us get this real quick, and then fill that. Nice. Oh, pop there. Oh no! There we go. Cool. There we go. All right. He's looking pretty good. Let's see. The question is, are we ready for the Shuma Gorath miniseries? Oh man. Is he actually getting a miniseries? Is Shuma Gorath actually getting a miniseries? I would love that. But yeah, pretty much like a lot of also my love for Marvel is just like what I saw in like MVC3 and then MVC2, you know? Like those were like the reasons why I liked certain Marvel characters. Like I just like Doom because he just has foot dive, and like I'm just waiting for the comic books where like I want him to just do a foot dive loop on like, you know, like Mr. Fantastic. Come on, like give that to me, Marvel Comics. Just have him foot dive Mr. Fantastic over and over again. There we go. Let's see. Marvel vs. Capcom 1 gave me certain expectations for Marvel. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. Or like, you know, like you have like I want, like, I never got to see, like in the movies, like we never get to see Iron Man pulling out like photon cannon and just like blasting someone with like a giant laser beam. Let's see. I want that so much. No. Alright. Let's move here. Boom. Oh, wait. I should probably save. Save. There we go. Erase that. Let's see here. Let's fill this rest of this in, and then we nice good milestone here. Da-da. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Let's see. I hope Spider-Verse 2 has like MVC Spidey in it, and the movie with the hyper combo finish. Speaking of Spider-Verse, like another character I actually really like, just design-wise, is like Spider-Gwen. And I guess now she's called Ghost Spider, but like she has a super cool design. Like I really like the whole like hooded, like I love it when a Spider-Man has a hood. Like that's why I like Spider-Verse 2 Miles Morales' design, because he has a hoodie. And then Spider-Gwen also has like a nice like hooded design, which is really cool too. Like I almost like I really like I've been really contemplating it, and like I might pull the trigger, but like yeah, I definitely want to get like a Spider-Gwen hoodie. And even though like, you know, it's usually like you only get that in women's size, like I'll just grab that. Ah, water. Yeah, I'm but yeah, like I got like the Spider-Gwen comic, and that comic's really disappointing. Like I'll be real, like Spider-Gwen's comic was really boring, and like there's interesting aspects with it, you know, but like overall like wasn't that big of a fan. Let's see. Yeah, I prefer Miles to Peter. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like Miles a bit more. Like he was definitely like, I'm really glad Miles got Spider-Verse, because he got stuck inside, like underneath Peter's shadow for so long. Like, and like in comics, and now like Spider-Verse kind of gave him his like own identity, and like the whole point of like Spider-Verse was like him getting his own like identity aside from Peter Parker. Like not only did he need, like, you know, in movie he needed to be like, you know, he needed to like differentiate himself from like Peter like in real life, like he needed, like he really needed like the like separate, like, you know, like I am my own person and like not just like a Spider-Man clone, you know, not just like, you know, not just like a Spider-Man clone. If like the Marvel Ultimate Marvel did one thing good, it got Miles Morales in there. Let's see, especially when they go all the way to urban fashion with the Yeezys and the hoodie. Yeah, I know, man. I love urban I love it. I love it when like superheroes go for like the more urban look. Let's see. I remember. Let me think. What other things do I like? Spider-Man has like Ultimate Marvel. Man, Ultimate Marvel, like, I don't know about Ultimate Marvel. Like, there's some cool stuff, there's some fun stuff that's interesting, but then a lot of stuff that's just kind of like garbage. Oh man, well let me tell you guys about Spider-Woman in the Ultimate Universe. So like Spider-Woman in 616 is like completely separate from you know, like mainline Spider-Man, just because of like, you know, she has like nothing to do with Spider-Man. She doesn't even have like spider powers. It's just like, oh, she's a Spider-Woman, you know? No relationship to Peter. But in Ultimate, they decided to make Spider-Woman like she's a clone of Peter Parker. Except it's Peter Parker, but like except like he's now studying girl, but like she has the memory of being Peter Parker, but she's not Peter Parker. So like, one, she's like super confused about like being a girl, and then she's also just like super like you know, like trying to work with the fact that like she has this memories of like Peter Parker who currently exists. Yeah, like it's so I like the Spider-Woman of that universe. That was a funny thing. But yeah, like Ultimate Marvel was like, it was weird, man. It was really weird. And like they even like touted like Ultimate Marvel being like, oh, go here if you don't know what's going on in like current Marvel timeline. It's a nice starting point. It was like, that's like the worst starting point, is you try to get into Ultimate Marvel. Yeah, someone say gender bender. Yeah, so Ultimate Spider-Woman, Marvel Ultimate Spider-Woman, definitely like 100% gender bender character. There we go. Pup. Yeah, like literally like Ultimate Spider-Woman is actually just gender bent Peter Parker. See, I did like the Clone Saga. The idea was pretty decent. Yeah. I mean, like anything, I feel like any comic book idea has the potential to be good, except like sometimes they just like don't implement it well, you know? Let's see. Okay, let's move. Alright, let us go here. There we go, and then I can fill that in. Cool. Nice. Is that with the fur? DC, are you into the DCAU? I'm not into DC as much. Like, it was like, for me, like, I think like when I was in my comic book binge, I was like, okay, pick one, like I'm gonna either pick DC or Marvel, and I just decided to pick Marvel. But there is stuff that I really like about DC. Like I really like Flash. Flash is really cool. He's like, as a kid, I didn't like Flash because I was like, Flash, he's just super fast. And then like now I'm like, yo, Flash is super fast. He's so cool. And then like Green Lantern is always fun, but I always I watched Justice League growing up as a kid, and so Justice League, like Green Lantern was never Hal Jordan. It was John. I think his name was John Marston or something like that. John, like I like the DCEU. I think their live action movies are really, really bad. Well, I'll be real. I really enjoyed Aquaman. Like, yo, Aquaman was like actually a really fun movie, and like Jason Momoa is hot, like super hot. Like I'm gonna be real, like man, Jason Momoa Aquaman is like cooler than any other like Aquaman that's like out right now. Like he made Aquaman cool. How is that possible? You can't make Aquaman cool. Oh man, there's like, speaking of Aquaman, I remember like I saw like a strip where like apparently like California gets like sucked into Atlantis, and like Aquaman's like trying to like Aquaman is just trying to like, you know, keep the peace, and then like Black Manta comes by, is like, yo, Aquaman's super racist, he like hates me because I'm black, and like everyone's like, yo, Aquaman, that ain't cool. And then Aquaman's trying to do like you know, like control and like dealing with the situation where like, you know, like the, you know, like where like California is just underwater and like it's kind of close to Atlantis. Oh wait, wrong layer. Let's see, jacket line art. Let me just do this here. There we go. Gotta missed this portion right here. Just gotta define that bit. Cool. Nice. That reminds me of a Mass Effect comic about how Miranda Lawson is the perfect human being. And then someone asks, so you made her white? And everyone looks at her dad, oh man. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, that's strong. That's strong. Alright, let's see here. Let's see. And then, let's see. The first Wonder Woman was really good, like, for like maybe like the first 3/4 of the movie. You know? Like, that was a pretty good movie. Like, I enjoyed the first, ooh. Wrong layer. I enjoyed that first Wonder Woman movie. I haven't watched the second one, so, you know, like, I'm definitely probably could be very wrong about that. I have yet to see the Snyder Cut either. I mean, I haven't actually seen, like, the first Justice League either. Like, I didn't even see that the first time around, so, like, the DC, like, cinematic universe is something, like, I'm like, oh, I'd rather skip out on that. Let's see. I say Man of Steel in theaters and came out with a headache and depression. Yeah. I knew a lot of people that were really pretty disappointed with, like, the Superman movies. Because, like, they try to make Superman kind of dark. And, like, I don't know, you have to show Superman at his best before you take him, down, you know? Like, you have to be like, hey, this is the shining example of, like, you know, what Superman is. And then, like, and then after that, after you showed him, like, being, like, at his height, and then you can start challenging it. Then you can start challenging him. You can start challenging Superman after you built it up. But you don't start with Flashpoint. Or what was it? Not Flashpoint. You don't start with, like, Injustice, like Superman trying to take over the world. Like, come on. Yeah, like you need, like you can't do Dark Superman unless you've had Light Superman, right? You need Light Superman first. Like I'm not saying that you can't do Dark Superman. Like you can do Dark Superman. It's done before, and it's done well before. But you need to build that up. Alright. Now I figure out what color the jacket should be. Because if I do it with the same blue as the corset, like this is gonna blend in too much together. Doom Patrol is also pretty decent. Oh yeah, I saw like the first episode of Doom Patrol. I should get into that. I should definitely get into that. I gotta figure out what I want to do with this jacket. Probably another shade of blue. Can't be the same blue as the corset. Or maybe... Okay, I like the jacket all whiter. Alright, alright. All white? Okay, I might do that. Maybe a different shade of white, though. Maybe a different shade of white, because that's just pure white. Let's go with the... Yeah, let's go with that. Let's see, and then let us go with another layer. Alright, jacket, base. Alright, let's swirl in like that, and then boom, like that, paint. Cool. And then let's go over here, and then paint. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Pop. Let's see. Yeah, DC does cartoons well. Shows, not that one movie. Yeah, like the DC cartoons are good. Also not sure if I like the Bat movies, TBH. Well, let's see. I like the Red Hood. I like the Red Hood. The Red Hood one. Like the Red Hood like the Red Hood movie was really done really well. Let's see, let me try this. Yeah, this one's better. Wait, I could just, instead of that, I could just lasso. Or even magic wand. And fill it with this. There we go. That works better. Yeah. Clip Studio Paint, you do wonders. You do wonders, Clip Studio Paint. There we go. And then, boom. There we go, and there we go. Cool, 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 cool. See, did you see the Adam West animated movies they released some years ago? No, I didn't see that, actually. I'm a fan of the Suicide Squad animated movies. Yeah, the Suicide animated movie was really good. I really liked the Suicide Squad animated movie. I remember when I watched the live action Suicide movie, it was at the airport. It was at the airport, and or not at the airport. It was in a flight. It was in a movie flight, and I was like, I never actually watched this movie, so I guess I'll do it. And then like once again, like I just deleted it from my mind. Like I fell asleep because I had watched like 3 movies to that prior. And yeah, it was rough. I was like, oh man. There we go. And this here. Up, 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 up. There we go. Then zoom out, and then just do that. Cool. And GG. Nice, 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 nice. Cool. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's see. Suicide Squad had a marketing problem. Let's see. Marketing problem had a lot of potential, but it could not click. My niece is like 6 years old and she has a Harley Quinn doll. It's kind of effed up when you think about it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Harley. Like, I know a lot of people are, but like I think Harley was always like her relationship with the Joker is just kind of toxic. And when I hear people being like, "Oh, I want a relationship like Joker and Harley," I'm like, "Do you really? Do you really? That's not a good relationship. Those aren't relationship goals that you should have. Be real." And I preferred clown Harley, you know? Like, I prefer, like, you know, jester outfit Harley rather than like Hot Topic Harley. Hot Topic Harley that everyone can cosplay. I like the jester outfit personally. Let's see. All right. There we go. Let's see. Harley as a hero just doesn't work, even ironically. I don't like Hot Topic Harley because she doesn't even look very clownish. I mean, I get the appeal of like Hot Topic Harley, and like, yeah, I mean, it's taste. I think it's definitely like, you know, like taste. But yeah, personally, Clown Harley, mwah, great. Character Harley, bit of a train wreck. I would left swipe Harley. And then she would probably hunt me down. Well, actually, no. I don't like. Would she even bother with the date? Would Harley even bother with the dating site? I don't think so. But yeah, like Harley as a hero, just like I feel like is weird. It's weird, honestly. Like Poison Ivy, I could see as a hero, actually. You know? Like I wouldn't mind seeing Poison Ivy as a hero. But Harley as a hero? Nah. Okay. Oh boy. Nope. Alright, let's see here. That, then G. Cool. I'm glad that people are like, you know, I'm always glad that people tune into my drawing streams. Like, I'm not the best artist, and like I've been actually out of like drawing for a while, but yeah. See, Poison Ivy has some redeeming, yeah, even Killer Croc, but Harley, no, yeah, Harley has some bad, like Harley doesn't really have any points, and yeah, like Killer Croc is good, you know, like Killer Croc is good. Poison Ivy is like things, yeah. And I love, yeah. Thanks for saying you like the drawing streams. Yeah, I like the drawing streams too, and it's actually been like the streams that like I don't have to think about gaming, and like it's easy to ramble while I draw too. So like it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like the drawing streams, just like I'm good at just like rambling on about random topics, and it's easier to keep track of like the chat. Have you seen the recent Harley Quinn animated show? That one's pretty good. I haven't seen the animated show, but I've definitely seen clips. That's actually like I am interested in actually watching the Harley show because it seems pretty entertaining. And like that's all I get to any shows. I just see clips on YouTube. I think that's actually how I got into Star Trek actually. Let's see. Let's do this. Cool. Let's get to the hands real quick. Let me see here. Let us do, because they're gloved. All right. Hands, base color. I'm gonna check my messages real quick. I think my Discord blew up. Let's see. No, don't think it's anything important. All right, I'm good. I got a lot of messages. But just like some random one of the random discords that someone's like having a big in-depth conversation. All right. Let's do. Well, I don't want pure black gloves. Let's do like a very dark blue. There we go. Let's see. That should be underneath the fur. Yeah, that should be underneath the fur just to make my life easier. Alright, let's see here. How does this look? How are we doing here with this? Okay, and then boom. Do I like that? Do I like that? Let's see. It's very Adult Swimming, but I kind of like it. At least what I've seen. Yeah. Yeah. There's always like a charm in like like Adult Swim. Like the style like art like like I would say like Rick and Morty style of like cartoons. Like the cartoons are kind of more for like the 20 to like like 20 or up, or like teenager and up, I guess. I don't know what kind of like age group you'd classify those cartoons as, but yeah, definitely like more geared for like an older audience. I was watching Lower Decks, Star Trek Lower Decks with my wife, and like that was like the most fun we had with like new Star Trek. You guys didn't know? Big Star Trek fan. And like I had only just gotten into Star Trek like within the last year. Let's see. There we go. Gee. Boop. Boop. Now let's clean that up. Let's clean that up. There we go. I'm not into Star Trek. Yeah, I mean that's understandable. You have a lot to like watch, but like yeah, Plat and Plague always talk about it. Yeah, I know. Like it took me a while to get into Star Trek because like, man, is Star Trek dated in some parts, and like people forget like Star Trek's great, and then Star Trek sucks. Like when Star Trek's bad, it's bad. Like man, like there are some really cringe moments with Star Trek, but then like it also has like the best moments ever. It has a lot of highs and lows. That's how I'll describe it. Let's see. What color should the skirt be? Like definitely want the skirt to be darker just to contrast with the light around it. Let's see. Lower decks is a great entry point, Orville's as well. Well, I wouldn't say Lower Decks is a good starting point, because a lot of what Lower Decks is that it makes fun of Star Trek. So you need that baseline of like knowing what Star Trek is before you check it out. But like, if you want a good Star Trek show without actually getting into Star Trek, I suggest the Orville that's made by Seth MacFarlane. That's like the most like modern like Star Trek looking thing. Like, it's more Star Trek-y than like modern day Star Trek, you know, where like modern day Star Trek's gone for like the flashy feel, and the Orville kind of has like a feel of like, oh hey, like this is Star Trek, but we're going to like modernize it. Though there are some really like weird episodes, but the Orville's pretty good. Orville's pretty good. It's Seth MacFarlane's excuse of like wanting to like make a Star Trek show. And it's so funny because you have just like, these are the legally distinct Klingons. These are legally distinct, this is legally distinct Starfleet. And even like the music's like, this is our legally distinct Star Trek soundtrack. So I'm clocking off for the night, take care of you, and I'm glad I got to see you stream. Yeah, I'm glad that you came to see the stream, so yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Alright, let's see here. See, I love bootlegs made with love. Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, like, let's see, skirt. Oh, wait, no, this is the wrong layer, shoot. Okay. Yeah, like, it's knockoff Star Trek, but like, it's good, it's like good knockoff Star Trek. Like, I would say that, like, the Orville has, like, moments that are better than, like, Star Trek, and then, like, but it's, I mean, it's not Star, it still isn't Star Trek, but it's, like, it's close enough. It's close enough, and you see, like, some of the old, like, you see some Star Trek actors actually appear in it, too. Let's see, layer, that's right, I was making a new layer. Skirt base color. There we go. There we go. Okay. Then, let's see, I think I can probably get the base color done tonight at the very least. And then, gotta get this. There we go. And then, nice. Alright, and then belt, we'll just go with brown again. Cool. Let's see. But is it like parody or is it more like commentary? Like, it's not a parody or like, it's just like it's like, it's Star Trek if Star Trek was made by a different studio and they didn't want to get sued by Star Trek. You know? Like, it's like Fox is like, okay, Paramount owns Star Trek, but we want to do Star Trek. So, hey, Seth MacFarlane, you said you've been wanting to do a Star Trek movie. You want to do a Star Trek thing? He's like, yeah, sure, I want to do a Star Trek thing. Did like Paramount ask me for me or something? He's like, no, we want you to make a Star Trek that's not Star Trek. And he's like, oh, cool, I'm cool with that too. So it's like it's very much Star Trek, you know, but it's just legally distinct so that they don't get sued. That's how I describe it. And like, you know, it's more modern because a lot of like, you know, if you're like, I actually suggest starting Star Trek at TNG. But TNG has some really rough moments. Like season 1 TNG is terrible. It's a terrible show, right? Because like they had just started, they had like zero budget for like everything, and Gene Roddenberry was like micromanaging everything. And then season 2 happened, Riker grew a beard, and then the show got better. And people thank Riker's beard. Let's see. Alright, let's go like this, like that. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know where that bit's not coloring correctly, but you know what? I'll fix that later. Cool. Let's see. Yeah, kind of like a spirit. It's like spiritual successor games, like Gunvolt for Mega Man. Yeah. Yeah, like Riker. Because like Riker was like super clean shaven through like season 1, and then he grew a beard for like a different like movie project, and then like, you know, like Gene Roddenberry was like, "Yo, that's like, I like you with that beard," so it's like keep that, and then like. Now, like Riker growing his beard is synonymous with like the quality of Star Trek increasing, and like overall in general, actually they got a lot of things updated. Like they had like in season 1, they had very much like set like pieces, right? And they had like a station like very much like a sitcom style of filming, right? So you'd have the whole like stationary camera, and you see like the whole like view script, you see like the whole set, right? But in like season 2 they had like camera angles, so like they would like follow characters around down the hallway. They like would go and like, you know, they like didn't just do things based off of a single camera angle, which was like, I was like, oh wow, this is cool. Oh, whoops. I am... What is that? Boom. There we go. Nice. Oh, I forgot to color the belt, the buckles. Let's see. Let me grab this real quick. Grab that color. Alright. Boom. Go. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, old camera angles make me think of laugh track. Yeah, you know, like that's how it felt like with like old Star Trek. Like there needed they were just like missing a laugh track. I think it was like season 1 TNG, and then after like season 2, like they got more budget. They kind of like the writing got better. Like they like gave episodes more to certain characters. Yeah, it was great. And then like when you watch, you know, TNG, and then that like opens the gateway to Deep Space Nine and Voyager, and I actually think that those two are like Star Trek at its best. But you can't really get to those points until you finish through with TNG, because it builds up on like what like TNG does, and all like the lessons that they learned from TNG, they kind of like implemented into like Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Okay. Base color. Let's see. I gotta check it out then, because all my Star Trek knowledge comes from the Super Best Friends podcast. Still laugh at Worf getting hit by the barrel to this day. Yo, okay, yeah, I know. Like that's pretty funny. So like, I love that barrel meme too. Like that barrel meme is really great. And so far, like I've watched through all of like, you know, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and TNG. Nothing has messed Worf up more than that barrel. And so like you gotta think like, man, that barrel, like they need to be loading those like quantum torpedoes with whatever was in that barrel, because nothing has like killed Worf as hard as that. Alright. We're looking pretty good. Alright. Okay. Oh, cool. I can just go underneath this. Nice. Oh, wait. Cool. And then let me just move that to be a little bit lower. There we go. By beating Worf, the enemy is strong. Therefore, this barrel is a strong enemy. No, like no enemy has messed up Worf in like such a manner. And there's even like a place because like in Deep Space Nine, they give like Worf a lot of cool moments, you know? Because they're like, okay, like Worf gets his butt kicked in TNG, but in DS9 they go out of their way to make Worf look cool. So there's a point where like Worf goes through like maybe an Iron Man match of like, you know, like 1 versus 1, like he 1v100s like a group of like enemy soldier and like wins, right? And it's like this really big moment, and like the entire thing I'm just like thinking, that barrel could have taken out those 100 soldiers without blinking. Oh man, Star Trek's great. Star Trek is super great. And like, definitely as a kid, I hated Star Trek as a kid, because like my sister wanted to watch it and I'm like, you're getting in the way of my cartoons. Why are we watching this boring show? And she's like, it's really good. It's really good though. Like trust me. And I'm like, no, these aren't my cartoons. And yeah, I mean, still back then, I probably would have like, I did not have the patience for a Star Trek growing up. See, I'm on the outside and you're already having fun. Yeah. I could talk about Star Trek for forever. Let's see. Alright. Boots. Black, I guess? Yeah, black sounds good. Or maybe even a dark blue. What to do? How about the Stars and the Wars? I love Star Wars. Like, I can also talk forever about Star Wars as well. Not as, like, okay. So, I say I'm not that big of a fan. But that's because I'm not familiar. I only say that because I'm not as familiar with the old extended universe books as I compared to some of my other friends. But let's see. I say they should match the skirt and top too. Also, don't forget the leggings. Yeah, I'll get the leggings. Oh yeah. I meant to give them like some stock. Forgot about that. All right. Yeah, I'll remember that. But yeah. So with Star Wars, I'm super hardcore into Star Wars, but I like the books. I am hardcore a Star Wars book reader and like TV show TV show watcher, you know? Like, I like I watched the Clone Wars. Clone Wars is great, and it retroactively made like the prequel trilogy decent. You know, like I'll say that much. And then like a lot of the I like what they're doing now with like the whole like miniseries, like with Mandalorian, and then like they have a couple new books. I'm reading through what was it, High Republic right now. So far it's been pretty good. Like I don't have like too much. I'm not too far into it, but it's like it's kind of like showing like a natural disaster and like the Jedi helping pretty much, and it's like showing the Jedi in a pretty good light, right? Tarkovsky's Clone Wars is probably my favorite thing out of Star Wars. I'm a big fan of General Thrawn. I like the Thrawn books. That was like my favorite. I think that was my favorite Star Wars media. It's like anything have to do with like Grand Admiral Thrawn. Like he's cool. He'd be cool. And let's see what else is there. I also really liked. So when the Battlefield games came out, they released a couple books that like take place during the Rebel and Imperial War, and that was actually like a pretty like the first Battlefield book was really cool because it was like based off of like a rebel, like kind of like a rebel force, except they were super grungy. Like they were actually terrorists. Like, and they weren't necessarily good, but like they weren't like fully evil, right? And there's like a scene where they're on Hoth, right? And then they meet Darth Vader, and like, yo, Darth Vader, and they get wiped by Darth Vader and like they're panicking super hard, and they don't even know what the Force is too. Like that's the thing with like the Star Wars universe, is that a lot of the characters are very unfamiliar with the Force. So they see Darth Vader and they're like, oh, this is a like we have to like drain, like this force field's got to drain eventually, and they just keep going, and then he's just like force blocking everything, and then they're like, then he takes out his lightsaber, and they're like, what is that? And like bisects someone. They're like, what did he do? And then he starts force choking someone, and then they're like, how is he doing that? It's great. See, I'm not very familiar with Thrawn and the Vongs, so Grand Admiral Thrawn, he's my favorite Imperial villain. Because he's kind of like, because in a lot of the Star Wars, you have like the villains that are like, they will kill you if you just look the wrong way, you know? And Admiral Thrawn was like the opposite. He's like, no, like if you made a mistake, you can learn from it, you know? Like he's like, oh, hey. And like if you give him an idea, he's like, "Oh, I'll listen to your idea. Let me collect that. Let me think about that." And with all this other information that I have, and he was like a reasonable villain. Like you could talk in like, actually, it's very dangerous to talk to him because you might be like, "Oh man, this guy's got a point." He also was like his whole thing was that he would like study the artwork of different species, and then he could like learn like what different races could like, you know, would like have patterns towards, or like, you know, he would study people, or like if someone had if you had an art hobby and you posted your stuff on DeviantArt, Grand Admiral Thrawn would be like, yo, I know you have the tendency to, because of how you draw, I know that you have the tendency to doing this strategic maneuver, and then like he just read you like a book. So yeah, he was like a great character, and he kind of has like his own like machinations and plans. Like, yo, that sounds awesome. Yeah, Thrawn is the coolest. Like I would like So Thrawn was originally extended universe stuff, so he wasn't canon, but he was then made into canon because he's so cool. Let's see. Thrawn browses your Twitter and guesses your fetishes. Yes, he not only will he guess your fetishes, he will also like from your fetishes, he will know exactly what you're going to do in like in like 3 hours time or something like that. It's great. It's great. And then like he also like, you know, like he treats his employees great. Like all of his employees are like, man, Thrawn is great. We love Thrawn. Like he like was, and they're like, man, I'm glad that we're not like working on. We're glad we're not working with like some of the other like Grand Admirals or Moffs, because like, man, we would not be respected. The book is like, let's see, the current book, it's kind of told in the sort of like, it's almost like Star Wars Sherlock, you know, where you have like the reader, you have the Watson, and the Watson of the Thrawn books is like, he's kind of like this like hick from like the farms, and like he went to the academy, and like he's not respected by most of his peers, but like Thrawn respects him, so it's like you have that like kind of like that bonding moment. It's good. I feel like the movie's mostly there to let all of this cool stuff happen somewhere else. Yeah, like I mean, I get it. Like they don't have time in a movie to like go through all of this stuff too, you know? And that's just like the reality of things. But there's so much cool stuff in Star Wars. And like the KOTOR games are also really good as well, like Knights of the Old Republic. And I think the High Republic stuff that's coming out is leading up to very much KOTOR, because I think they've said that like Darth Revan and stuff like that is canon. And like I'll say that like, you know, like KOTOR 2, while is like I'll say this, man, like KOTOR 2, that's not a good game. That is like an unfinished. That game is very unfinished, but the story's the best. It has the best it is the best Star Wars story inside like inside of a terrible game. I don't give that a pass. All right, let's see. Let's go over here. All right. Bop. Gonna move over here, do that. Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, this is doing good. I think I'm just gonna do the base I think I can get through this base coloring tonight, and then I'll call it after that. See, I saw Wooly play it with V. I couldn't believe it's literally unfinished. Yeah, like KOTOR 2 is just, that game is, it really sucks that like, and I'm glad, like, part of me's glad that like it did see the light of day, but at the same time I'd be like, man, like that game's just straight up like broken, like on a clear level, where like there's obviously a lot of things that are just missing. Like I do prefer like KOTOR 1 as a better game, like as a better game. Not as good of a story, but like gameplay wise, like at least it works. Like it's finished, you know? Okay, boots. Here we go, going down like that. Let's see, do I make those little straps a different color? No, I'll just keep them the same color. I'll just highlight them with I'll just give them a highlight later. Go. Let's see. Yeah, more than we can say about other games. Yeah, there's a lot of games that like are unfinished and they just don't see the light of day. And you know, like I think it did have like the best Star Wars story ever. Yeah, that's what I'll say. Like it has the best Star Wars story. Like KOTOR 2 has the best Star Wars story, and at least Revan is canon. That's at least what I'm happy with. I just want I want like a Revan movie that's like where Keanu Reeves plays as Revan. I think Keanu Reeves would make a great Revan. Let's see here. Oh, nope. Not that, not that. Take a shot every time I accidentally use the fill tool on the entire screen. I would murder all of you if you guys did that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that as a drinking game. I don't want to murder anyone. Let's see here, there, yeah. Let's see, hope Keanu can recover from Cyberpunk. He's fine. He's super fine. He's all right. He's all right. He's doing well for himself. Man, I hope Keanu isn't secretly a bad person. Like, if anything, if Keanu got canceled for any reason, I would be super sad. Cause like, man, I'd be like, that would be the thing that would make me lose faith in like all of humanity. Just be like, oh, Keanu was actually secretly like not a great person. I'm like, oh no. I couldn't deal with it. I'd be like, I give up. I give up on life. Let's see. I'm actually more worried about Cyberpunk's creator, Mike's Pondsmith. Yeah, I mean, I still haven't played Cyberpunk. I'm just gonna wait. Like, I imagine Cyberpunk's gonna be a pretty great game, like, down the line. Like, I think it has the potential to, like, be pretty good. It's just that, like, you know, it's not that great. I mean, like, I'd say it's like, I wouldn't say, like, from what I've seen, I wouldn't even say it's like a bad game. I just think it's like okay, you know. But you know, like when you have like really high expectations of it, yeah, like you end up having to meet them, and that's really hard to do, you know. Let's see, that man didn't deserve it. Yeah. It sucks for him. The original tabletop was good. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't actually play Cyberpunk. I did dabble into Shadowrun though. I think Shadowrun's like more of like my thing. I like Shadowrun a lot. You know, like fantasy, like modern day space, like modern day like sci-fi with fantasy elements. That's my favorite thing. I mean, like, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm a pixie who's wearing like a plug. I'm a pixie wearing a plug suit. Like, yeah, I love the melding of like sci-fi and fantasy. Like that's like my whole dealio. Maybe I should do a Shadowrun playthrough. Like I haven't finished. What was it? I beat Dragonfall. I haven't beaten. I never beat the Hong Kong one. See, you would fit in Shadowrun. Yeah, I would fit in Shadowrun. Shadowrun's great. I love Shadowrun. Let's see. I haven't played the tabletop game. I just kind of played the. game. I just played the TRPG. All right, belts. I might make these belts white just cause I like giving it some of the balance from everywhere else. Let's do that. Alright, let's see. White belts for here. Wait. Did I just put everything in the same layer again? Ah, man, okay. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Let me just add another layer for the belts. That's fine, actually. if this was, if I was making this for like a live 2D thing, I would be crying right now. I would be crying right now, just cause like I would be like, oh no, I have to like redo. Well, I guess I could just separate it out. If you ever get a chance to play some TTRPG online, do it. There's hurdles, but the freedom's worth it. Yeah, I mean, I have so much experience with. I mostly play D&D 5e. I'm actually in like 2 games right now. I'm actually in 2 games right now. I'm playing in one with Magic Missile, my mod. And there's like another game I play, so I'm in 2 games right now. That's a lot of my play. I also have experience DMing too. Yeah, my last campaign was actually I made, and like I'm pretty good at world building too. I made the universe that I made up, like I'd say this is like my most successful D&D campaign. Is I made the setting called Rainbow Heart, and Rainbow Heart was a magical girl like D&D campaign. It took place in like modern time, and like specifically, like the setting like was in what I would call Japanada, you know. It was like a weird like mismatch between like Japan and like Canada, and like, you know, like I even had like weird small details like, oh, like this cart like sells like takoyaki, which is like a weird mix of like it's this takoyaki with gravy on top of it, but it's like, you know, it's like poutine and like takoyaki mixed in one bowl. Yeah, see, and yeah, and Rainbow Heart was really like my take on like the magical girl, like, you know, my take on the magical girl genre. And you know, I like watching magical girl shows. It's fun, like, you know, it's fun. It's like it's in like I ran it almost like a Sentai like storyline. But it was like it started out as like a one shot, but then like my players ended up being like, yo, this was really good, we want more. And I'm like, I could work with this. San Francisco and Japanifornia didn't get so deep. I'm very interested in this. Oh, let me tell you. So, so pretty much like this setting has a bunch of like the titular city which this campaign took place in was called Rainbow City, and pretty much with Rainbow City. You had demons that popped out and would like attack the populace, you know. But then the magical girls would protect them. And the magical girls actually got their power from like the love and adoration of like the populace. So the people knew about the magical girls, and the magical girls are, you know, they'll like even do like sponsorship deals, you know, like. Magic Missile actually made a character that was kind of like a streamer character, which was pretty funny, who like transitioned to becoming like an idol. That was fun. And I had like a DM. I did make a DM PC because I was like, okay, there's not enough players, and there's like this gimmick idea that I really like. It was a character I made for the one shot, but then like transitioned into the like main thing because it was just that fun of a character. But the character was Pinkheart, and Pinkheart was the true identity of Pinkheart was a 40-year-old like fire chief who worked as like the fire chief of Rainbow City, and he was like super bara. He was like, you know, like he's like kind of, he wasn't, I wouldn't say he was fat, but he was like stocky, like built like a lion man, you know. And he had a wife and kid, and his daughter was the biggest Pinkheart fan in the world. And like he's like this kind of like super macho, like manly guy, and he like had to be like, and he ended up being like, I have to be a good role model for my daughter who looks up to me in this weird way. Oh, it's so great, Joe. I miss Pinkheart. I miss Joe. That was good. That was a good character, and like he had to like juggle like his, you know, real life responsibilities with like, you know, being a magical girl, because like a lot of it was like, you know, you had to, you know, the demons were a thing, you know? That is adorable. Yeah, you know, like, Joe was great. He was like, and a lot of it was also me, like, putting out, like, my views on, like, masculinity and sort of, like, things like that, too. Like, it was kind of, like, my outlet for that. Like, I think, like, a lot of people, like, are afraid of, like, no, a lot of guys are just, like, a lot of guys are actually afraid of wearing the color pink, for example, right? And I think, like, a lot of it is, like, you know, like, you can, like, do, like, feminine things and still be, like, confident in yourself as a guy. And so that's what kind of, like, Joe represented to me in my mind, and, like, themes and stuff like that. What else was there? One of the magical girls was a, like, she was like the heir of like a Yakuza family, and so like all of the characters were like the most. Let's see, but does Pinkheart become a magical girl or just gets in the dress? Oh, Pinkheart actually becomes like an 8-year-old girl. Like when he transforms, he turns into like an 8-year-old looking girl with like pink hair and looks really cute and stuff like that. And there's like the part where she just wants to be like, man, I could use a smoke right about now. And like the image, but so like it's like the image of like, you know, like this like pink frilly like magical girl just wanting to like down a shot of whiskey or like smoke a drag is just like great. Yeah, like it's great. It is such a great setting. I love it. I loved it so much. And like there were like also, and like overall too, like a lot of my stuff tends to be pretty goofy, but then like it's only I'd say like my stuff tends to be pretty goofy up until it isn't goofy, in which case it's the most serious thing in the world, you know? Cause like I tend to like, I actually write a lot of dark storylines, but I tend to gravitate towards more dark storylines, but a lot of my stories also have like they're really wacky and goofy too. Like just like overall, like I like having wacky and goofy characters because you need to balance off like some dark, you know, you need to balance out some of the darker moments. Let's see here. Let me get this. You get your own layer. Or let's see, let's do this by color. Let's see. Metal base color. See, I'm telling you right now, this is potential. Workshop this and you could go high places. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I don't know how I would sell it. Like, here's the thing too. Like, I don't even know where I would sell. Like, where I would sell this idea to. You know, like, do I make a game? Like, I have dabbled in game development, but game development's hard, especially like when you're like indie and you're trying to just do everything by yourself. You know, so like I didn't get too far from that. And then like writing wise, I feel like I'm good. Like, because while like Rainbow Heart was really good, there were definitely parts where like I could have done better, you know, like could have done better with the story. Like had a lot of build up, and then once I reached that build up, like it kind of like petered out in some moments for me. So like, yeah, I need to somehow get this idea out, but I just don't know like what medium. Imagine if I was like, you know, that was actually one of my considerations for an idea for like the VTuber character was to be Pinkheart, just have this lolly character, and like don't change my voice or anything, just like, and just be like, I'm a 40-year-old man stuck in the body of this lolly, and but like I don't think YouTube would like that, or like Twitch actually. See, are you familiar with epithet erased? No, I'm not. I am not familiar with that. What is that? Oh. Wait. Did is that in the right? Okay, cool. That was the right layer. Let's see. But yeah, more on this. I had a very fun like naming scheme with my villains in that in Rainbow Heart as well. Yeah, so Epithet Erase is a cartoon based off of a tabletop campaign. Oh, yeah, I've seen like I feel like I've seen like a few of those. The thing is, it was made in a very cost-effective way. Really? That's cool. Let's see, like, I'm always interested in seeing like ways that people like, you know, do sort of media while at the same time just saving as much money as possible. Like, did they have like, was it kind of like I remember seeing this one like, you know, thing where it's just like they're kind of like still images for the most part, and they just like bounced around, like no animation at all. But it sounds, yeah, like, let's see, like kind of like Inferno Cop. Yeah, I feel like I could end up eventually doing maybe like an Inferno Cop style thing where it's just like, you know, this is like cutouts and just have different voices. I think that gets the point across. Wait, did I? Okay. Let's see. There we go. See, Jello Apocalypse, have you seen? Yeah. I think I might have seen this actually. I think I might have seen something, because I know I saw like something else like Jello Apocalypse did. And yeah, it has like no animations. I just didn't remember the name of it. Yeah. You know, that actually is a pretty good idea. Maybe I'll look into doing that. But you know, I have a lot of other things. I have a lot of other things I'm doing. But I think actually, like, as a VTuber, I might do something like that. Like as a VTuber though, like with like, you know, like stock stuff. Like that's how I feel like I'm gonna do like lore stuff, is do like, you know, more like, you know, I feel like VTuber stuff like actually works pretty well for like budget skit work, you know? I think I'm gonna try it. I might do that one of these days. That's an idea I have. See, I'd collab on the video project, yeah. Let's see, I need to figure out what I want to do. I have a few ideas though. I do have a few ideas that I'll get to eventually. There we go. And yeah, like this is like, I mean, like the whole like VTube, like this whole thing is actually like me actually being able to get like one of the ideas that I had wild crazy in my head, and I'm like, I actually pulled the trigger and did it. Like that's the fun thing about this. It's like it lets me like this kind of like has like, it's just kind of like, this is all like an excuse for me to just like get out some of my ideas that I've been like holding on to for a while, you know? And yeah, I'm excited to show you guys more stuff in the future. There we go. And let's get the leggings done. Let's see, let me put there. This, I'm gonna be real, this like these legs are very disorganized, but I think I at least name my things well enough. Let's see, leggings, garter, collar. Nice. All right. Yeah, I think I'm almost done. I just need to do some stockings here. Let's see. Oh wait, no, it's not. It has to be on top of the skin base color. There we go. Let's see, getting your ideas out there already puts you ahead of many people who didn't. Yeah. You know, like I am really, like being a VTuber is kind of like, it's been like one of the most satisfying things I've done, like as like, you know, in my hobby. Like I don't like, I work in an okay job. Like it pays, it pays the bill. It pays for the bills. It pays for like, it pays for the VTubing. It pays for the VTubing expenses, But it's not exactly the thing that I like to do. But it works out in the end. And like I find most of my happiness more towards like doing hobbies and like expressing myself in different ways like this. Yeah, I'm a cyber pixie. Let's see. All right, here we go. And oh, nope, shoot. Dang, all right. All right, let's go here and then fill this in. Oh no. No, wait. There we go. There we go. Alright, and then let's move on to over here. Just rotate that over here. Oh, are you underneath? Yes, you're underneath. Okay, you're underneath the fur. That's good, that's good, that's good. Cool. There we go. Let's move you here, let's over here, and let's go. There we go. Nice. Let's see. And then what I'll probably end up doing is decreasing the opacity for the stockings later on. For now, they're going to be at 100% opacity for right now, but I'll lower the opacity for them. Okay. Put that there. Let us just go like that, and then fill that in. Go. There. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. Hey yeah, hey yo. Alright. And then let's get to, let's see. Garter color. There we go. And then let's do another dark blue. Or let's I think, yeah, let's just stick with the dark blue. All right, color this in. Boom. Boom. Let's go like this. Boom. Let's go. Here we go. Let's see. That's the one. That's one of the reasons why I like indies. VTubing lets people be who they are on the inside. Yeah, and like, it's definitely great for like people who are like introverted and like, I'm never really that comfortable with like showing my face around. Like even with like photos and stuff like that. Like I don't like it when people just like take photos of me. So yeah, like VTubing like definitely like alleviates like that fear of me, that fear for me, All right. Okay. Overall, there's certain things that like, you can touch up on, but overall, I got the base color down. So, let me get water break. All right. That felt good. Let me think. Feel like I could work on the eyes now. I understand why most people are more comfortably when the voice has a face. Yeah. Cause like you know, when you're doing like streaming, a lot of people are used to like the webcam, so like they like seeing the voice. But like I remember being like, well, I could do streaming, but maybe I should have like an image of myself, you know, while I stream. That was actually my idea for like a long while. But like I was like, oh nah, it's probably not. Like no one would watch that. And boy was I wrong. People definitely like having like seeing an anime avatar. I won't say that like I thought of the VTuber idea first, but like because I didn't do it, you know. People always say it's like, oh, like I thought of this idea first. It's like, but you didn't do it. You didn't do anything, you know. Like, you know, like there's the artwork of someone who just like nailed a banana to a wall, and people are like, man, like I could have done that. And it's like, yeah, you could have, but you didn't. So yeah, like that's feeling. I feel like I should have started streaming like a while ago, but then I did also learn like other things. I'm just swinging back and forth because I'm just like looking at myself, like, you know, in OBS. I'm looking at myself in OBS, like move back and forth, like, man, this looks so cool. I'm still getting used to it. I'm still getting used to things. Alright. Eyes. Let's see here. I've been becoming more of a fan of when people do the whole like... Let's see, let me just close that. Go to eyes. Like, and if I do pupils. Like, let's see, if I go to pupils. Like, I've been really enjoying when people do like white pupils, you know? That's been like a trend in like design that like I've been really digging recently. Let's see. There's a recording of the president seeing himself on color TV for the first time in the 50s. He kept looking at the camera. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is really cool. Like, this is really cool, you know? Like, looking left, looking right, looking to the left, looking up, looking down. Yeah. Like, it's so cool. Like this is like really cool tech. Like VTubing was also a thing that like came out in like the right time. Like VTubing got popular like with like the right set of circumstances. I might end up doing something like a highlight there. Let's get some shadows in. Alright. Iris shadows. Shadows. And for when I do shadows, I have started becoming a fan of the... Well, what brush is this? I've been a fan of using the gouache brush. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, right. Darker color. Let's try this. Let's see how this looks. Okay, and then let's kind of blur. Wait, no, J. Yeah, let's blur this. Cool. Let's see here. Cool. All right. Let's get a little darker color. Let's get a G pen in there. let's see, G pen. There we go, let's get that G pen. Cool. And then pupil. Well, I'm gonna actually make this dark really quick, and this might not be the best. I'm just like I'm just experimenting really quick of like what I might want to do. Like my coloring technique could use some work. Like I'll be real. Like coloring is something that I don't have that much experience in, but like I'll work with it. Let's not use that brush. Let's use let's go back to the gouache. That's a little horrifying looking, I think. No. I'll figure something out later. I'll play around. I think I might play around with some like different techniques off stream. Let's see. I think I might call it, and I think I might just do like some experimentations off stream, you know? But hey, all of you, thanks for tuning in for the stream. Thanks for tuning in for the stream. I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for sitting through my debut. I would say my re-debut of my new model. Link. But yeah, I'll see. Like I'm probably gonna head out now. I'll give you a thumbs up. There you go. Yeah. Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for coming. It makes me happy when I see like everybody come in. Like get the stream in thumbs up. Link. And let's see. Yeah. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate you. Like I'm gonna say the usual like, subscribe, and comment if you want. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Oh no, that's stuck. Oh shit, that's still stuck. No, get out. Get out of here. No. There we go.